Welcome to Cranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Here, truth cuts through the noise, and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversation for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Cranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always win. Come on, let's get into it. All right. I don't know why I think up on mute. Hold up, what up, people? Make sure say, hey, me good now, right? Me good now? Bless up float, man. Me good now? Let me know if me good now. Well, I'm mize up. I can't mize up the likes of me. Hey, Brown, man, me good now? Float, me good? Yeah, apparently I was on mute. I made up on mute. I talk to myself. I mean, sound good to you now, just to me. Me sound good to myself. Good morning. I was saying, bless up to Chorus and Romian and Doc Bessicar and Brownman Security, Float Management. It's the morning after. Still trying to get my head around about what transpired yesterday. And we touch upon a few things, actually. One is the fans globally, not just locally. Two is the Curaçao game, how it went, what went wrong. Three, why the players' efforts were not enough. Four is around, we still have all is not totally lost, even though, you end up on the precipice and somebody will push you, you get pushed. You have a grasp on straws, And that's where the urgent need for recruit better players ahead of the March games, or the March game it could be. The kind of player profiles that we need to have in this team come March. And we can't miss out a key component of this, which I may even start with as part of the whole equation. The administrative failures of Jamaica football and the JFF, the lack of recruitment, the poor communication, the lack of clear scouting, weak long-term planning, know-it-all perspective, failure to adopt modern football tactics, poor coach selection, poor execution, poor. That's the theme that comes to me when I think about this. I am I'm really struggling to feel because I feel a little bit numb, to be honest. I feel numb because when you hear you go into a World Cup playoffs and a qualification, and you hear no US, no Canada, no Mexico, and you hear, so you get 2-3 automatic splat. All of a sudden, you named up on the list now as one of the better teams in the region. A team that was third in the Gold Cup 3 years ago. A team that was riding high 3 years ago. Beat up all the side them like Trinidad, like them can't play football. Draw with the US in the people say our US third place team. We look good enough. And we had optimism, and we're very optimistic about where we're going. We stopped beating. No. After a while, you can't beat your head against a rock and nothing change. You have to move on, right? I was gonna stop beating, but you can't beat your head against a rock and nothing change. Nothing change. You have to try a different strategy. So we'll go back to all of it, people, because it's going to be a long show today. We're trying to digest what transpired. Let me just say something about the fans globally. And it's in Jamaican people. Okay, see the numbers, them. I thought, given Jamaica's the devastating Melissa hurricane, what transpired, and the fans need the uplift, and the fans came out in their numbers, people. They came out and they were supportive. But if you fail to plan well, your plan gonna always fail. Right? If you fail to plan well, you're gonna fail, people, and that's what transpired. So if we go through what went wrong against Curaçao, what we were not good throughout the entire playoffs, and people. A lot of people took the position that because we look good against Bermuda, we play good enough. So all the people who play against Bermuda then get them praise, and we're not realizing people that we played Trinidad twice, we played Curaçao twice. We weren't good. We weren't good. Now I hear people saying time for a new administration. The coach resigned last night, and I'll play the coach resignation. And he says he's doing I'm gonna put in his word, he's doing this sort of gentleman thing. And so that's what leaders do. So what do we say about those people in leadership position in the JFF and them now resign? They're not leaders. They don't take accountability. Because McLaren never hired himself, you know. McLaren never hired himself. And when you see the better coaches that we have are divorcing us, then it does says a lot about interference of the JFF. So we don't do it as I stipulated before. We'll do it the way I sort of set it up. So when we're going against Curaçao, well, Curaçao was just a symptom of a larger problem. Bless up, Eagle Republic. Every one of us, we have been told that the people on YouTube and people like the hosts on YouTube don't know about football. The hosts don't know about football. The only people that know about football are these geniuses that have football team or football administrators, right? We all have talked about the notion that the middle of the park was a problem and needed to be fixed. And we proposed some solutions. It may not be the optimal solution, but they were better than what was provided. Better than what was provided. And we went into this tournament. We went into the Gold Cup with two midfielders, people. Two midfielders. That means everybody involved should get fired. I have been saying this from the people know you hear me say this, you know. So, you know, the worst you can do, you know, is come and say, I told you so, you know, when that means you're not going to World Cup. That's what I thought about, you know. I don't want to come and say I told you so, because that means we're not in the World Cup. And that's no pleasure in that. That's not good. And when I hear a little man this morning, I started watching, listen to the program this morning, I hear him have to say. I'm going to turn it off after about 15 minutes. I'm going to say, them people are fool. They're not nonsense. Them look a fool. It's 97 at Jamaica. Fool them. They don't know nothing. They are, so I go personal now, people. I go personal. Why? I'm in a farm today now. I go personal. Let me tell some people. When you don't know what you don't know, it's sad. When there are levels to this thing, and you don't realize there's levels to this thing, it's sad. Means when you come and attack, you work for Gleaner Company, conglomerate. They make $30-something million last year in US dollar. Them lose 500,000. No, them lose what? Them lose 1 million, about 1 million something US the year before, and 1 million this year. I want to go company you work for my youth. I want to go company you work for, and you feel you're big. Me, I call you out. You work for a local company, and a big company, trust me. We have been there, done that. We don't work for a local company. With the wrong people who smarter than we, so we learn. And when you look at man, I come call you your G, they say your G that, because they don't know nothing, and then boots you up, then stay in a local world. So I'm going to say about that. Stay in a local world. Can't talk to me. There's levels to this thing. You're not on this level. You're at a different level. That was me go like me smart. Me know something not dumb. And JFF, me tell you something, JFF. And people at Jamaica, when you go pursue the diaspora, people them can help you. Because I know one do. Let me say this again. People in Jamaica are local. They live in a local world. And like run off in the mouth. And go and like know everything. Go pursue some people in diaspora, not yours truly, that know them I do, who that learn from other people, who execute and do well on the global stage, come help one another. Because no one I do. Trust me. Now, let's go back to the regular programming of what I was talking about. And with some comment. I'm going to come and come this with people. But we got to be intelligent. We better be smart all out to combine. We're going to put on a basket and roll on my hill. No go away. And you like to go away. You know, go away. You know what you're talking about. You got to get smart. You know I'm smart. If you're like a 2-bit chop and can run off your mouth like you know nothing about nothing. Richard Green said, Cranky, remember, tell you after the World Cup draw that Curaçao was going to top the group because Prince Federation had a bad track record of not qualifying him. And not the Federation per se, not the Federation of players. The Federation did a poor job of recruiting. The Federation did a poor job of recruiting both coaches and players. There is no way in God's earth Jamaica should not qualify from this one. Trinidad was a much better team than Jamaica. In fact, Trinidad to me was the best team in this group. But sometimes, and people will say, how can the best team have 5 points and them not good? Because you don't know about football. You don't know about, you want to call it luck. I don't blame the players for yesterday. They did their best. They just weren't good enough. Them did their best. Me not beating players, me not costing the players them. I would call out a few players for different reasons. For bad behavior, but now blame players them do them best. Them try hard. Them hit the upright about 3 times, them hit the crossbar. But they were also wide open for most of the game. The middle was a shambles. We've talked about this. So let's go back what went wrong. The middle of the part. The decision making. I had no problem with the team that started. It's the best of a okay bunch. But yesterday, I give you an example. When we all come up here and say, bring Tyrese Sall and bring Ravel and bring Daniel Johnson, me get some communication from some people that talk some nonsense. This man no have the right physical fitness, and this man this, and this man is one for the future. McLaren, I'm not going to beat McLaren, people, because I can't beat somebody who's unharmed if me armed. So may I say, McLaren was never the choice. Me hear Simon John talk about McLaren, and I feel listen to the Simon John thing about McLaren when him go Manu with Ten Hag. In life, if you know what you know and you don't know what you don't know, that's a problem. McLaren was not the problem. McLaren didn't hire himself. Sorry. McLaren didn't hire himself. And I've said from day one, McLaren was never the man. Me a presser was very derogatory. Sorry, presser. When he hired McLaren. And I was telling the people, I'm going to get some Spanish coach teacher to play football because we don't know pattern of play. We don't know what we are doing. And then I'm going to get some midfielder. I have some midfielder on the field where I say, what are you doing? Against Curaçao, we're all over the place. Appeared, hey, I did the stats in the people. We were like, what's it that? 8 of 29 long ball. Appeared long ball with the field now. Like a 1940s where people ball now. I haven't turned on anybody. I've always been this way, brain drain. Brain drain? First of all, brain drain, you come on my channel. You just start come on my channel, brain drain. You know, see, you abandoned me a long time now. You know, if you vexed with me or something. We just come on my channel. So don't bother with it, brain drain. Don't bother with it. Bless up Gunners. Brain drain, don't bother with it because you abandoned me. You see, a lot of people try to like brain drain. You see, come on my channel. I don't say nothing. I just love it. If you were here, you would have known that Rudolph and I have had wars. Wars. That's why Rudolph said, nah, come back by YouTube. But I'm not going to beat you, Rudolph. I'm not come to beat Rudolph. I'm not come to beat nobody. I'm just come to talk. I'm Mr. Crank, you me tell if you hire a Spanish coach. Yeah, well, people know that I have receipts. I like to have my receipts, you know. I like to have my receipts. Shanna Key says she knew this would be a draw. I didn't know it was going to be a draw. Look, we had a chance to win the game, but we weren't the better team. And that may sound weird. All we rely upon are set pieces and long ball. People, this is not 1970s or early 80s football. Football has moved on. We're still in the dark ages. Now get to the players, them individually. And the stats, them people. But let's go back to the reality. Against Curaçao and Trinidad were the better team in the zone. We were poor throughout the entire tournament apart from people. Take out the Bermuda game them. They are fool's gold and they tricked us in a sense. Those games that people get all excited about, nah. It's kick and hope football, Princeton. Kick and hope. And we've been talking about that now. We're talking about we need Ravel in the midfield. Now, care if he want to fit or not, because Ravel can control game. And we look at idiot to talk about Ravel, not this and Ravel, not that, and him not fit, and him not this, and him can this, and talk about Ravel too much. Oh, no, about football. No, none about football. Go watch play it or something. Go watch play it. Now, let me play McLaren, because this is important. Let me play McLaren. Let me see if we can find McLaren and playing people. God, this is important. Yeah, McLaren said, and I hope others follow McLaren, but they won't. I hope there are others who will follow McLaren's lead, but they will not do so. They will not do so. They're not that patriotic to do so. So I'll say, you have to be patriotic to do what McLaren is doing, And even McLaren more patriotic than them. And I can't find a McLaren video like this. Like that. I can't find a McLaren video, people. You know, me delete some of them stuff, yeah. And so I can't find a McLaren video. I want to put it up. Have to put it up. Where is it? Because it's important to put it on the screen and play it. And you have to say, cause him resign. And people happy say him resign. Too late. Should have resigned long time. People.
As I said before, I know they're all disappointed, like we are. I want to thank the fans.
Now start over. And resignation is.
I know they're all disappointed.
Yes, like about the players.
I want to thank the fans for supporting us through the ups and downs. And as I said before, I'm positive this team will succeed in March. I want to thank the JFF for their support, especially Mr. Speed, who he brought me here 18 months ago. And I've worked with him, especially closely over the last few months. And I thank him for his support, as well as the president, who has always been there for me and my staff when we come over, day in, day out. Finally, I want to make it clear, I've always said that leadership is a service. That's what we do. And tonight, I think I best serve this team by stepping aside and allowing someone else to take this team forward, which I know they'll succeed in March and in the future. There's so much talent and ability on this island and in the Diaspora that it's only a matter of time. Things are developing, that they will succeed. So I thank you, Jamaica. I will be forever grateful to have led the Reggae Boyz. It really has been an honour. Respect and one love to you all. And hope in the future to see you in the World Cup. Thank you very much.
I don't know how to respond, people. I don't respond. I don't know how to respond, seriously. I actually feel sorry for McLaren. So let me say this, people. You know, in life, sometimes you realize that you do your best, but I keep saying this, people, there are levels to this thing. There is levels to this thing, people. There are levels to this thing, and he was not that level. He should never have been hired. So whoever hired him probably should just do the gentleman thing. You know, people are texting about players at our club. I see the picture. I mean, if you do the gentleman thing, people, if you do the gentleman thing, do the gentleman thing. So people are texting me. There's a picture somebody sent me. People partying. I think it's was it Friday? Probably Tuesday or Sunday. That yeah. People have fun. I mean, to be honest, people have fun. So people are upset about this. Me not really upset about it because it is what it is. Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge, people. Can't know about that. I do feel for the fans though, because the fans invested in it. First of all, I beat the fans and I praise the fans. I beat the fans for say this. So I'm not too much wagonist. That's why I'm not getting no feelings hurt. I'm not going to jump on the wagon when it close to the destination versus helping with the whole thing along. If I don't do that push behind me, then with that help probably make some change because there's strength in numbers. When I come last minute and want to dip on the wagon, no, sir. If we start from early. You know, people missed it last night, come out, fix up with the team. It's appreciated and you should be commended, but you also should be beaten. I'm sorry. You have to dip on the journey from start. You can't jump on the car when it's almost at the finish line. And then I get over it. And then the fans, you know what? Fans, you gotta get involved, fans. You have to get involved. You have to start voice your view to get changes to be made. Because we can't keep on going on this road It's not a good road to travel. This has been 27 years. We got the best chance in my lifetime. I don't think Jamaica will World Cup in my lifetime, actually. Even though people say it's not over yet. It's not over till it's over. Until the fat lady sings. Up here, malnourished people. Up here, malnourished people. The fat lady now sing. Up here, malnourished people, so we not get that. That not gonna happen. But no, fat lady now sing. No song not go on. But the team tried yesterday, right? The reason why the players wasn't good enough, wasn't good enough. First of all, I want to say two things about certain players. King and Russell, your behavior in a public domain with the world watching was reprehensible. Reprehensible. Russell, you may have been unhappy you didn't stop your company feel and pure complain. Yes, you kick a ball and should be a corner. Yes, pure complain the pan. You piss off the ref. So him now give you no break. And you get a red card. And you could have contributed because you were causing problem with your height, and we were doing the long ball thing. Maybe they should have started with the long ball thing. You know, when they want to start. They want to be on the field, want to be beside the coach. But you come on the field. And then King, my youth, I call out in public. I text somebody about you about 6 months ago, you know. The person knows me text about you and say, in PV, I need to change my youth. He might go St. Mary now. He might have got change. But text somebody about these people. Because somebody, one of my friend, now I say who know football, him text me one, me and talk one day and say, the player you start in behavior not good. And then we go watch a game with St. Mary and I play somebody and then try pass the ball and the man try block the ball and the man go on away. My youth, and then you run Jamaica football, my youth, your behavior on the field is reprehensible. You want to call out everybody and you're not that good. You're not that good. Your behavior was unbelievable. And it's not the first game or second game or third game. You have to change. If I say you learn to behave, my youth, may I tell you, it's ridiculous. Brendan saying why is deplorable. His behavior is people, you call out senior player, you show them up, you show your hand, you remonstrate physically every single way. I mean, what you think? So you're not that good, my youth. In fact, I have a list of players we need to move on from. They're not good enough in the national team. They're not good enough. I know I'll beat me, but I'm not good enough. I call them out right now. I'm not beating the players them for the last, you know. It is what it is. It's a loss, people. Enjoy the loss. But they're players to me. The most important thing we need to do is recruit. If someone attacked this morning, people. Hey, the man is some fool and a star. We need to have the local players here get a chance because they might fight the youth them for player and these overseas players. People, we played Trinidad local team. Now, then overseas team, not local team 4 times in the last 2 years. We beat them one time by one lucky goal, people. We can't beat local Trinidad team with all the local players, like defense force players, then we can't beat them. And we come talk about say we want just local players to play. Play where? Where the players them? Where the players them? They're poorly trained. You might look at man talk about say we overseas best players, and then the little fool around in program I talk about say, you're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know nothing about nothing. It's so annoying for me to hear that nonsense. The recruiting was poor. The JFF didn't push the recruiting now because they might protect certain players. There are players like Rico Henry who had their citizenship before. They don't call him in too early. They might protect people, players. And it costs me. So here are the players I think needs to go because they're not good enough. They're not good enough. Let's talk about starters. Pinnock, King, Lembakisa, Bobby Reed, John Russell, Dixon. They're not at the level. Pinnock can't run no more. Him at 32 and can't lift up him foot them. King, him not ready. What? And not just him attitude, him just not ready. Lembakisa, sorry kid, like you a lot. I've interviewed you. You're one of the best interviews I've ever had. You're a great kid. Their levels. Bobby Reed, I don't know I'm to you, my youth. I respect you about the time part. John Russell, you're not ready. And Dixon, me like Dixon. Effervescent, committed, work hard. But it's not farming. We're not do farming for work hard. There's a reason why Dixon is at Crawley Town, people. And if you are at Charlton and you see Dixon on the field and Campbell on the field, you must ask, you know what is happening? What are we doing? Dixon came on the field yesterday. He looked halfway decent against Bermuda, but he was not great against Bermuda, to be honest, but people think he was. And Dixon was lost. Somebody asked me what if Dixon played yesterday. I said, I don't know, I couldn't tell. Now, this sounds harsh for Dixon. Dixon, you have to go learn your craft, my youth. Me, the coach, I praise you up and I boost you up. Me about energy and balance and commitment. And you have a wonderful smile, Dixon. And Dixon, I wish you the best of luck, but there are levels to this thing. There are levels to this thing, people. Me have players who come in, you know. Now, I call them out yet, but their players can come in that team. Some players' papers I work on. Me have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 papers at paper. 3 players I work on papers, and they're better players. But we need some midfielder people. We have a call back the whole Master Ravel, and we have a call in Tyrese Hall. Let me tell you some people. Tyrese Hall have 6 goals and 1 assist. Same league as Dixon. Dixon has no goal and no assist. And then them fool, yeah. But hits 97. Me I call them fool. I come talk about say a Bush League and Dixon for play. And then we are talking about in a Bush League. And then one man I mash up League 1, but the people, 2 League 2 people are complaining, say, Tottenham may call him back. They're concerned. And then this idiot, little shot man, I come run off him out pan people. He ain't know nothing about nothing. I come run off him out pan people. Like I am on that platform. My platform small, but my mouth big. They're like right now. You don't know nothing about nothing, my youth. See in your corner with the look at G them. See in your corner, you know nothing about nothing. You are a fool. So let's go now with more strategic way of thinking about this. No, we have to run some stats first. Me have to run some stats, people. Me have to run some stats. Me look at the stats. And let me say something. Because the people will say, what about CFAS? I am on and off the CFAS bandwagon like a hypocrite. I am. Like the hypocrite I am, because I am. I'm on the CFAS bandwagon today, and tomorrow I'm off, and next day I'm on. So, because you know what? CFAS confounds me and confuses me. So I can't say nothing. I'm not going to beat him, but I'll call up some stats because I'm looking for the stats, then people. And people talk about say stats, you talk about stats. And yesterday, people, let's go back to the game. Me have a place. Me have a standard agenda and me have a place. Let me go back to the game, people. So why was Gray taken off the field? Why did we take off Gray? Me confused. Why we take off Gray, people? Please tell me. I mean, if you know why we take off Gray, if I feel. Because I thought he was the one the first half working really hard. He was the one really trying. Yes, second half, he got taken off in about 50-something minutes. He was in the game as much. But take off Gray and put on Dixon. Rotted. Crowley told me, so wonder what him now see what we are seeing? And what must Crowley told now ask? What are these guys seeing that we're not seeing? Because we ain't playing him. This is unbelievable. So let me pull this up, people. This is stats yesterday. So this is stats for Gray and Cephas. I know Cephas score against that, people. Cephas is like somebody who score great goals. He's a scorer of great goals, but not a great goal scorer. That's Cephas. So this is Damari Gray, people. On the left, which is your right, Damari Gray he played 58 minutes. Cephas played 90 minutes. All right? Damari Gray, no accurate crosses, 0-0. Serious. A winger, I mean, people. Is that wingers and people? Cephas was 0 of 1 cross. Accurate passes. Damari Gray was 8 of 14, 57%. Cephas was 2 of 3. Are the right game you have? So you can't write games there. Right. 2 of 3. A 3 pass he make? Wait. No, man, something wrong, man. You mean 2 of 3? We play 90 minutes. If you make 3 passes, now one whole game. Wait. Them things are stats. Hey, you know what? Show you stats. The stats can't write, people. Let me go back over this. Gray is 8 of 14. Not great. In his own half, it was better in his opposition half than his half. 7 of 10 in the opposition half and 1 of 4 in his own half. That's strange, actually. Now it's the reverse. Cephas was 2 of 3 passes, accurate passes. 0 of 2 in the opposition half, 1 of 1. So this wrong though. Probably the stats off. Then probably meant 2 of 2 in his own half. I didn't know what that means. Anyway. Them always up on Cephas stats. Them I miss them. Cephas never play. Cephas never on the field. We'll keep going. Never on the field. He no make no pass. The previous game, people, Cephas was 3 of 5 passes. The stats are a little bit wrong for some reason. But he was 3 of 5 passes in the first game. So in 2 games, and he played 67 minutes in the Trinidad game. So 9 and 6, 15, 157 minutes plus injury time, call it 160. Cephas made 8 passes and completed 5. Let me repeat. In 160 minutes, Cephas made 8 passes and completed 5. That is very hard to do. You have to work on it. Cephas had 25 touches. Gray had 24. And by the way, Gray figure out, the ball not come wide, so I'm going to try to get the ball. Cephas stand up out there like in my stat here. Dribbles. Because when Cephas do good, him get praised. When he do bad, him get beaten. That's how life go. Gray was 0 of 2 dribbles. Cephas was 0 of 6 dribbles. I guess the right back and then the cover helped him. He was double playing quite a bit, but he's still 0 of 6. Pass the damn ball. That's what I tell you. Was fouled 4 times. Gray fouled 2 times. Gray lost 8 possessions. Cephas lost 14 possessions. So people, Gray lost 8 possessions in 24 touches. Cephas lost 14 in 25 touches. You might as well play a boaty. Tackles 1 of 2. Cephas 0, no tackles for the whole game. Gray 1 recovery. Cephas 2. Ground duels 1. Gray 4 of 6. Cephas 4 of 16. I think Cephas played for Curaçao yesterday. Him commit 3 for Cephas played for Curaçao yesterday. Him did save a goal though. We give him that much. He play defense. He played a little bit of defense yesterday. Him doing reactive defense. So those are the stats for Gray and Cephas comparable. Told me that Gray was a better player yesterday, but he didn't get taken off. But I guess Cephas scored 1 goal, and he was a more impactful player during the playoffs. Gray was not impactful. Let me say Nicholson, because I'm sure you know about this. Nicholson, 2 shots, 1 hit the woodwork, 1 shot block, 1 chance missed, 1 offside. That's not bad. 17 touches in a whole 90 minutes. Wow, that's hard. Now getting the ball from the midfield. 0 of 2 crosses, 5 of 10 accurate passes, 2 of 9, 1 of 1 pass in 1 half. Not greatest stats. 3 of 5 aerial duels. This is blocked up. I'm not sure why I can't get this to go higher. Not good. Him stats them not terrible, but they're not great. They're not great. Not great, people. Not great. Let me see what was that. So the rating, Gray got a 6.5. Cephas was the worst player on the night for both teams. He got a 5.9. And repeat, he was the worst player for both teams on the ratings. Some people don't like the stats. He was 5.9. Shamar was 6.5. Nobody got below a 6 except Cephas for the entire game. He never play. I turned up my biggest game of the year. Didn't turn up. Sorry about that, people. Let's see Bobby Reed's stat. I'm not going to do all the stats them. I'm going to go to my defense them. I go to my 2 defender, 2 central defender them. What do the comparison between the 2 defenders? So, Richard King, why is my system messing up like this? Now allow me to move things all the way up. So, Richard King and Ethan Pinnock. So, Richard King touched the ball and played 90 minutes. I think the last time I saw him touch the ball, wait, why the touches? I think he touched the ball 91 times, but Ethan Pinnock touched the same amount of time. Goals 0, 0, 0. Interceptions 1. Tackles 1. 2 interceptions. King 2 clearances. 3 block shots. 4 recoveries. Pinnock 10 clearances. I will leave that in a people. 1 interception. 2 block shots. 2 of 5 ground duels. 5 of 8 aerial duels. So Pinnock was in the game, and so was King. King was 0 for aerial duels. That's not good, people. 0 for fouls. 2, 1. Now, I know they both touched the ball 91 times. I can't see it here. But King accurate passes, 49 of 72. He was 16 of 39 in the opposition half. 32 of 33 in his own half. And he was 4 of 19 in long balls. Now, why you kick the ball? People, that means him turn the ball about 15 times. That's what I tell you, people. If you have 4 of 19 in long balls, that means you turn the ball over 15 times. Just in long passes alone. Pinnock was 75% accurate passes. Opposition half 55%. In one half, 84%. Long balls, 4 of 10. So King kicked the ball almost twice as Pinnock. And Pinnock is a better long passer than King. But him complete just as much pass as King did. Yeah, they both had 91 touches, people. See that? 91 touches. Them touch the ball enough. That means it was pass. That means Curaçao was smart. They weren't pressing us as deep as we were pressing them. Because we waste energy. Dribbles 2 of 3 for King. King and Pinnock lose the ball 28 times. A lot of that is about the long passes. So if you take out King long passes, him still lose the ball about 7 times, which is too many in your own half. And Pinnock 18 times. We're not taking no call it, people, till me done. Not taking no call it. Total shots 1-1. So we're not going too much of this. We're showing you some comparison, people. We're not going to Midnight Park. You know what? We're do Hayden and we're do Free. And we're done with this. because it's kind of late for this. So in terms of stats, accurate passes, Ian Frey was 83%, 24 of 29. Isaac Hayden was 88%, 29 of 33. Passing opposition half, 12 of 15 for Frey, 6 of 10 for Hayden. In own half, Hayden was 100% accurate, 86% for Frey. In terms of touches, Frey had 42. My CDM shouldn't have less touches than my CM, but that's what it is. And then in terms of turnovers, Frey lost the ball 9 times. Isaac Hayden really lose the ball more than 5 times, people. Really, if ever, lose the ball more than 5 times. I think his stats are always good, but people don't realize that because him play in one pace. Ground duels once Frey 6 of 10. He didn't never have no ground duels one, which is not good for my CDM. But he had 4 recoveries. Then he won 3 of 3 aerial duels. He Frey had 2 of 3. But it wasn't great in the midfield. You know, I'm sure pull up Bobby Reid's stats, because Bobby Reid's stats wasn't that good. Bobby Reid was 0 of 4 crosses. I play CDM, 10 of 15 accurate passes. He was 4 of 13 opposition half. That's awful. 31%. 29 touches. Lost the ball 10 times. Ground duel 3 of 4. So his stats not horrible, but they were not that great. So we're done with the stats now. We're going with the stats on top of something yesterday. Let me take some comments first. Let me jump into this. Take some comments first, people. What the hell did I do? Uh-oh. I mean, I can't even mess up. Touch something I'm supposed to touch. Touch it. Oh, Lord have mercy. I missed it. Give me a second, people. Give me a second, people. Can you hear me, people? I get feedback. I need to. Okay, good. I'm back. I have some technical difficulties, people. Can you guys hear me? All right, good. So I'm going to take this off of the board, people. And we talk some solutions. Because it's one thing to criticize and I know solutions, you know. We need to propose some solutions. It is a very... Well, if we talk to people this morning, because some friend of mine from England text me. Colin Quest, thanks a lot for the super chat. Really appreciate it, Colin. You always support the channel. Appreciate you, sir. Hey, Vinci, bless up. Vinci, don't tease you. Don't tease you, Vinci. When I make World Cup, can't answer nothing. Or brain drain, cost me say, Cranky, find out their levels, everything, even operating a computer on your YouTube. Hey, brain drain, you should be a comedian. Seriously, you should be a comedian. You have good comebacks. You have good comebacks. But you know what you do, brain drain? You're a innate critic, so these things will pop up in your brain all the time. You're an innate critic. It's inherent in you. So that's why it worked that with you. You're good at it now. But because that's how you stay. I know. Unheard is Dixon better than Campbell or any real football knowledge person. I was told that people at Charlton are puzzled by Jamaica decision when it comes to Dixon and Campbell. I see Campbell face yesterday and it wasn't pretty. Bless up Jeremy. Bless up DW. Vinci, you haven't seen a while, Vinci. Everything good, Vinci? Man say, speed should be go very bad tactics. The biggest blunder we made was not fixing the future. Hey, people, brain drain, give me some money. Brain drain, thank you, Jamaica just start. It opposed 3 times, a penalty call reverse. Yeah, but brain drain, we lost before that game in a brain drain, is my view in a brain drain. We lost before that, you know. I don't disagree with you. That's why I say, me not cause the players them, you know. Some players are just not good enough, but me not cause the players them because I think they gave their best effort. I saw that last night. The players tried their best. I see people want to fight the players. I say Nicholson's are getting some people. People are doing the nonsense, man. Doing the nonsense. Them. The man are not going to go lose. Them try them best. But some of them not good enough. Me not curse nobody, people, in a really terrible way. If you say they not try or they not play hard or, you know, the local players are more. I mean, hey, the idiot man, pan, it's 97. Him talk about say, oh, people like Dixon committed and play hard, you know. Dixon committed and play hard, but Dixon is not at the level he needs to be. This is about talent in the people. An organization. Curaçao was a well-coached team, people. Watch the game, people. You gotta break down the game, you know. When we press with one or two people, and it's all over the place. Nicholson run deep to the keeper. Deep to the keeper, people. That's what Nicholson do, you know. So if the keeper pass the ball to instead of back, Nicholson out of the player. Then Bobby Reed go wide late to the man who will get the ball now, you know, after Nicholson is running now. So he pass the ball behind him to the CDM. Nicholson and Bobby Reed out of the player. And we know Green don't play much defense and Stephens don't play much defense. So then the middle is open, people. Right? Contrast that with how we play. How they played defensively. Their press started about 10 yards past half line. That's why King and Pinnock had 91 touches, people. Look at the touches. King and Pinnock had 91, Hayden had 39, and Free had about just over 40 people. You know why? Because when they start their press, they feel is compact. So them start them over for them 18 and then over for them 10. So the field is compact, people. In the speed not stay so, I feel stay so. So there are less angles to pass the ball in. That's sometimes why I see King go long and Hayden go long and something along. They were much more organized in terms of their press. Our press was like this. Their press was like this. Now, if you have less space to pass the ball, this versus this, is a big difference. We were so disorganized defensively. Disorganized. You know how much time Curaçao run through go score? Huh? You talk about Pinnock. King is no better than Pinnock, people. King no better than Pinnock. Don't stop it. King no better than Pinnock. Pinnock can't run no more. He lose him legs, but King no better than Pinnock. Watch how King play football. King just show off, and I don't want to curse some player, but him attitude just stinks and it bother me. Him attitude stink. Like stink. In attitude nobody it stink, people. Go watch the game, people. His attitude stink through the entire game. And he's like that all the time. It's not just to the game, you know, all the time. Attitude stink. And I'm tired right now. I'm tired right. But take somebody to talk to him, I don't think them talk to him. I'm gonna give me some excuse. My attitude stink. And we don't want to stink at it on the field. I don't see Low play them with. Look, Low is a very aggressive player. I don't see Low go on them with it. Low encouraging people them. King make you don't want to play with him. I tell you the truth. King make you don't want to play with him. We say Low. That's why I rate Low, you know, people talk about Low, this and Low, smart. Idiot thing not talk about. Low is a very, very brilliant youth. But when he go to the football field, I war him gone, and he might play more aggressive than him probably should be playing with more sense of caution. But you know, see, Low embarrassed nobody on the field like what King I do. King and Russell behavior yesterday was despicable and not okay, people. Despicable behavior. And King has been doing it for, and do that St. Marion, we see him do it all the time, and him get away with it, and nobody now tell him, you know what, you have to get out of that, my youth. You can't be that way to my youth. See, people that call out Billingham, and Billingham is more pushing team, and Billingham have stature and credit in the bank for players, but people say, boy, them attitude there can't work. I hear you. Omar. But yeah. You're right about that, Omar. You're right about that. Yeah, I mean, King is not who we think he is. He's not that guy. He tried yesterday, but he's not that guy. And you ever me give King credit? He's not that guy. Watch him enough. He's not that guy. We need players. We need 2 center half. Tell you what we need, people. For the qualifiers. Else we now watch Jamaica and we're not going away. We need 2 center half. We need a right back. We need a goalkeeper who can pass the ball. I mean, I say replace Blake, you know. With a goalkeeper who can pass the ball. Because sometimes Blake can't keep it in hand, but Blake is part of the problem in build-up play. Blake now have the build-up play because Blake have 2 left foot. We need 3 midfielder. Do we need wingers? I think we need them. We all get wingers, better wingers, some better players if they want to come. But we can only do this with JFF actively want to do that. JFF is supposed to put up on the phone this morning and people that call people, you know, and say what I deal with. JFF is supposed to be on the phone this morning and call people. That's what JFF is supposed to do the work now. The work starts now. before March come. Let's give March the best chance we can. We may not qualify now because we have a better team in front of we, but you know what? Do your best. Fail doing your best. Don't feel just so. Fail doing your best, people. It not overtell the fatly this thing, as some scrawny people up on the mic now. But do your best. Okay, Pastor, over the pastor. I think sometimes you direct traffic people. You go back to your keeper and take it again. But Blake can't use his foot. Blake is a liability with his feet. That's part of the problem. So people scared to pass the ball back to Blake. Blake was good yesterday, no. Don't get me wrong now. He come out sometime, come make some game-saving tackle. Become a two center half. First of all, it's very difficult to have two center half with the same disposition and demeanor when they play football. That's why you play with Oldgate and Pinnock, Arlo and King, Arlo and Pinnock. But Pinnock is not that guy anymore, people. But if you say Pinnock is not that guy, or Russ is not that guy, or Bobby is not that guy, we don't get no beaten. We can't walk around without no beaten. If me ever say Dixie is not that guy, or King is not that guy, or even say Sifa is not that guy, we get killed, destroyed, annihilated, brutalized. Anything else we can say about that? But I don't really care. Who do I want to be the next coach? Why? I try to get over the first one. I have said this before. It kind of late now. You have to get a coach who can just fix things on the fly, people. You can't get no long-term coach now. You'll get coach who qualify for the World Cup. You don't get no long-term coach now. I don't know that will work. Jamaica isn't a real bind, people. I'm going to fire them. You know what the problem is, people? Let me say this. So me go to the administration. From go back to the players then. All of the players to them. And got me much more synchronized and organized, you know. If you want somebody to coach your team, people, you can't want to pick the team. You can't want to tell them who's been near the team. Me talk some people, sometimes the people. Should I say this? I'm not going to say it. I'll leave that one there alone. Let me just say this. You can never make the best decisions unless you're objective. And you can never be truly objective if you have conflicts. I'll just leave it at that. Never. It's not possible. Then you're damaging your own self. And we all are focused on ourselves individually more than anything else. Yeah, they might as well put somebody in there to plug it, and they need to recruit. I mean, I said we made the World Cup despite the coach. That's when I thought the 5 players would come in. That didn't materialize, people. Now, some people tell me, say, Ravel is not at the right fitness level. I've said this numerous times. If Ravel was in the game yesterday, we would have seen him. He would have been present. He'd have been creating situations. The people would have to run him and chase him, and they would have created mismatches. I don't understand or know. And I hear the coach went to watch Tyrese Allen said he needs, use my own term, he needs more season. He's one for the future. But McLaren, you're one from the past and should have stayed in the past. You're past. We are talking about one for the future. And you're past. You're past your time. You're past where you're good. And then bring you in. And you know, bringing the one for the future. He would have been better than all the midfielders we have right now. Better than all of them. Right? Better than all of them people. Our football is diabolical. It was awful. If you watch the game in that stadium, you probably say to yourself, say, when we come watch them kind of football that start, we get the ball and just kick it on the field. The lack of organization was unbelievable. The lack of thought, the lack of strategy was unbelievable. The inability to devise a game plan to give you the best chance to win. And we have to beat people now. We had a coach who had coach at the highest level. We have a technical advisor who went in to help. Hello?
Go on, Crank.
I'm here. How's it going?
Well, good for me now. I just wake up, you know.
People, this is World Traveler. Yeah. How was the stadium yesterday? What don't I have vibes yesterday? Stadium, no? Not vibes.
Listen to me. The coach asked for 35,000 people. He get about 40,000 people.
Yes, he did.
Because people have all them tickets and couldn't come in. That's why you see man have to start jump the fence.
Oh, okay.
They never show you never see a clip of the man sitting on the wall, line off right on the stadium.
No, I never saw that. You know? What I saw was a gate being pushed open.
Listen to me, man. Them push down to him because people, the game start and people want to come in and they take too long to scan the ticket. So I try to show you, say, you see the passageway, all that ramp. This reminds me of when time we qualified for the 98 World Cup when Boris oversold the ticket. That them oversold the stadium.
Right.
Seeing, but anyway, the crowd was there, the vibes was there, and the man them just couldn't put the ball on the damn net.
But they did try though, right? They did try.
Listen to me. The man, remember say the first half, are too easy sit in a Bobby Reed and Bowser, See?
Yeah. No, I thought no, Bowser one, which one is that for Bowser? The one where Bowser was complaining was a corner. The guy kicked the ball at Bowser foot,
Listen, not all the true pass and get to him for those easy place pass the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
You understand? And before that, Bobby Reed get one to when him choose the wrong angle.
Bobby Reed scored that. Bobby Reed scored that. Him scored that.
And then no second half, no 3-10 man meet the post. Thank you. When you see them things there, man, you know, so you lose the match,
Greg Lee missed a sitter too ahead of the score.
Upright and Calamari to him the upright.
Calamari was a good try by Calamari actually. That was a really good try. That I wouldn't blame for that. Yeah, a good try.
But you know me say, man, this coach are really idiot, Tell you, Bridget, listen. You have two players who is good on the ball, who know to drop the shoulder.
Yeah.
And can beat a man after dribble, which is Dixon and Steve and Whisper.
Mm-hmm.
And there are two right wingers. You have to start one of them.
World Travel will beat you. Dixon no belong on the field. Wait, Dixon. No, World Travel. Dixon. Wait, no, listen, World Travel, listen. Dixon yesterday showed he didn't belong.
Yeah.
He was lost. He not do nothing wrong, do nothing right. What do you mean? Gray was our best player in the first half, and them take off Gray now. Did you know this World Cup that Cephas made in 2 games 5 passes that got to intimidate him in 2 games?
Listen to me. Cephas can only play one way. Well, Cephas can only play one way. See? One way he can play. And if it never works, the coach just take off the man and put Gray on the left.
But here's what guys miss World Traveler. Gray was on the right and Gray would not get no ball. Gray went in the middle to go get the ball. Gray got search for the ball. Gray played defense. Gray run him hard out last night. And Gray get take off.
Yes. Yeah. But the match I say he's not natural left winger.
Yeah, he's a natural left winger. Him forcing by the right. But what I'm saying is this, is that he went to go search the ball and get frustrated and not get the ball and go search it. See if I never search for nothing. Just still there like a statue.
Then that match I say, man, I'm gonna play one way.
Yeah.
He only can do one thing. I see the man run back and play like a defense and win the ball.
Yeah.
When pull it back.
Yeah.
Then him stand up and allow the man to run him and take the ball.
Yeah.
Man, win the ball. Well, I tell you, Bridget, the brother there, something, them know him, So them, it's 3 man they run him. Every time
they did double team him a lot.
3 man they run him, Bridget.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is that I know Curaçao don't get a good, clear chance.
I think they pushed they got chances. It just not seen a chance. No, what I mean is this. They get breakaways, which they don't take advantage of. Trust me. Pinnock turnover, that should be a goal. If you could grasp Pinnock, I go score that.
That should be a goal,
Yeah. Them get chances. They just look so. Yeah.
But the whole thing is that getting back and defend it, fine. But what I have to tell you, them though we get clearer chance than them. We get 5 good chance, the 3 headers and the 2 miss in the first half.
No, we in the 2 games we get about 10 chances. We don't put none in that goal.
None in that
goal. Especially headers.
We used to believe say 80 of the best will be a work boss. Well, them man look like them will be come from something else.
Yeah, we weren't the better team enough, but we got better chances.
Listen.
Yeah.
We were never a better team against any team except for Bermuda. Yeah. But we always know what to do to come away with the victory. And this time it never work out for us because we get all the chances them and we never make use of them. See?
So do you believe what Demar is saying? He's saying Dixon, Nicholson, Richards, and Cephas can play in the EPL. They only need the opportunity. You believe that?
Listen. Cephas will go one side, man.
Yeah, he divides opinion, and we can see why yesterday.
That is something. If you're willing to learn, if you're willing to listen and learn, then yes, fine, because him have him too have the potential and skill to do it. But you can't go to the EPL and play this one day. Now work for you.
Yeah.
There's no wonder why I must struggle. You're
not getting on game time in Russia. So you don't play EPL. You can't play Russia, but you go play EPL. Yeah.
But listen to me, man. I don't know. Tell me something. Explain to me this playoff thing. How it work?
So there are 6 teams in the playoff.
Yeah.
Iraq, Congo, who beat Nigeria in their playoffs in Africa. Caledonia, Bolivia, Jamaica, and Suriname. The 2 highest ranked teams go straight to the final of the playoffs. So that's Congo and Iraq. They will then have a draw. Not sure the draw will work between the other 4 teams. People are speculating that the draw will be based on ranking. So Bolivia will play, Caledonia will play Suriname. I'm not sure that's how it's supposed to work. I haven't got the clarity on that. But we will play the most 2 games. If we win our first round game, we play either Iraq or Bolivia. Same stuff for the other teams. So that's how it's set up. And the games we play is supposed to be in Mexico. So they're not at home. So you have to travel to go to the game.
So every team will play a 2 match.
No. 4 teams will play 2 games possibly, or 1 game. So the way it is that Congo and Iraq are in the final already. They only play 1 game. They can play the winner of the matchup that would include Bolivia, Suriname, Jamaica, and Caledonia, right? So those 2 teams will play. Of the 4 teams, they'll play together. They figure out how they match it up. And then the winner of those games play the Iraq or Congo. That's how it works.
So it look like a Suriname way play.
I don't know if it's gonna be Suriname. People are saying it's Suriname because of ranking, because I think now Caledonia have the worst FIFA ratings. I don't know. I haven't gotten clarity on what that looked like. They're supposed to have the draw. You would think they would do that, but they're gonna have the draw tomorrow. I think they said, what was it? Draw Thursday? And we'll find out Thursday who we play. I hope we don't get Bolivia though. Bolivia,
Joe, man, we'll beat them all the time, man. The monk can beat off in them stadium, at the dead stadium.
We're not playing off in them stadium. We have players some attitude in Mexico, but
they will not catch them in America.
No. We need better players. We need better players. We're not going there with this team. We're not going to win this team. We're not doing that. Them have to bring man. Some new man for coming. We need a midfield, a whole midfield. We don't need a midfield.
I don't know. Who will coach a team? Like how they see that I run away now.
Maybe Rudolph will coach it.
That is my first initial thought when me hear him resign. So I Rudolph probably will do it.
Yeah, maybe Rudolph will coach it. I know personally, not that I've spoken to Rudolph about this, in some respects, but I think if Rudolph is a coach, we'll see new players if they want to come in. I tell you the truth. No can't beat Rudolph, but him just one quota. Can be beating about that.
Let him know part of the player selection when the thing that was there.
In terms of picking players in the squad and team, I would think yes. But in terms of the recruiting, because people tell some people, unlike this coach, every coach want winning the people. They're not really caring. They will take the beating afterwards. If they win, they might get all the praise. So if you're coach, you want the best players. Them, but sometimes me and Rudolph disagree upon what quality look like in a player. Sometimes the players him think good, me not think good, and vice versa. So,
Cranky, I can tell you something. We need an overall of the team, but we certainly need a brand new set of defenders.
Yes. I talked about that earlier. We only need Greg Lee that carry with me, and Rico Henry.
I think so too. Yeah, Greg Lee. Yeah, that me say because Pinnock really look shaky. King. Him have some skill when he can dribble, but him also look shaky.
Him attitude stink too. Him I try to show people on the field for the whole game, and him attitude stink. He's been doing it for a while now to call it out. I have to call it out. Him attitude stink. You can't show up big man on the field like a yard done. You know that good. You know not done. I call out, I see I try to show up, Pinnock and show up at a player and him a wave him man and a wave with people and flash at people. And you're like, my youth, they're not call for my youth. Me not see Lua do that. Lua the vice captain, Lua have sent something camp. Me not see Lua do that. And Lua aggressive. Me not see Lua do that. Who are you? If you behave them way there. Me not understand that, star. Me not understand that. If I'm made on the field, the man can't disrespect them way there. Me not take it. Me I cuss you back. And you couldn't do that to Nicholson anyway. Because I say Nicholson and Lua getting up argument and Lua with that time say, my youth, behave yourself. Behave yourself. You're not take the free kick. Behave yourself. Because Lua is a leader on the field. Probably off the field. Not off the field. But King behavior is reprehensible. Seriously, reprehensible.
So, out of the 16, no, 3 is going to qualify and 2 are going to
No. Only two qualify for the World Cup. Only 2 qualify. 2 qualify for the World Cup. Yeah, only two. So the way it works is this. You have 6 teams, right? 2 teams are automatically going to play the final game. They're not playing the first round games. There are 4 teams play each other. The 2 winners in that 4-team playoff go to play the 2 other teams who are automatically in the final based on their ranking. So, for example, Iraq and Congo are in the final already. If Jamaica play Suriname and beat Suriname, and Bolivia beat Caledonia, then Jamaica and Bolivia will either play Iraq or Congo, and the winner of that game go to the final.
The 2 winners,
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I don't know, Bridging. I don't know what kind of sadness this Bridging. Look on the amount of chances we get yesterday, last night.
Yeah, we got chances.
I tell you, Bridging.
We got chances. We can't say we're not getting no chance. We got chances.
What the thing that hurt me so much is to see them people that celebrate, all them fans that celebrate Power Field.
Yes. That was embarrassing. I never know fans, but yes. I look at a country with 155,000 people. I must say US field when we beat them in the track and field when we have 3 million and we have 300 million. We get that feeling of that work when look at Jamaica dominate. Yeah?
My television boss, it really up. I just wake up, I come here last night and couldn't sleep,
Yeah, but you know what? Me love the vibes yesterday at the stadium though. Me love say they support the team. Me not tell no lie. Regardless of the outcome, it's hard, it's sad and it's horrible, but me love say the people come out come support the team. And the team never embarrass the country, The team never embarrass the country. It never make the country happy, but it never embarrass the country. Them try them best. Me not beat the team. Them try them best. Them not at the level they need to be, but them try them best. Right? Them try them best.
The post it. I'm see the ball bounce off on the post about I write this. I'm still on,
Even the last one with Kadamarti. Yeah. Even the penalty, so me don't get excited for the penalty. Me not moving. Everybody jump up. Me said, me wait for VAR. Me never jump up too
because when me see the man gone a VAR to blow over, I say, listen, them take what this,
Yeah, no. Before him go VAR, me never get excited.
It's a true we at the stadium, we can't see it as clear as
Yeah. You not get. But even on TV, it wasn't that clear, But I thought it was a little bit soft, to be honest. And then when I saw it, I was like, no, he touched the ball.
He touched the ball, yeah.
He touched the ball.
If you not touch the ball, you get the penalty. He did touch the ball.
I thought he had hit his foot maybe first. I was hoping he hit his foot first before he touched the ball, but he touched the ball. Even scored in the last minute, boy, it would have been. So you saw how fine the margins are? Margins are fine, people. The margins are fine. Jamaica had so many chances between Bobby Reid and Nicholson and Greg Lee and Kadamarti and even Whisper. Whisper looked decent, when you come on. Whisper slowed the game too much sometimes. But there's a big difference between Whisper and Dixon. There's no comparison. Keep telling people this. There's no comparison.
No, forget about stop comparing man in a budget, man.
But you have to. Because they play the same position. You have stop it. See, they play the same position. You have to compare them.
The two of them not supposed to be on the field at the same time then.
Okay.
You want to say that?
No, one of them is supposed to be on the field at all. He should be on the field. He should be in the squad at all.
No, what I say, the two of them not supposed to be on the field at the same time.
True. But Whisper forget playing time. Whisper forget playing time.
If Whisper forget playing time, I'm more go with him first.
Yeah, forget playing time. Whisper forget playing time. I think Campbell. Forget to me. Campbell is a good footballer, but I'm sure he must be very disappointed not being on the field yesterday. But I like what Kadamarti did when he came on. That header was almost there.
But Eagle Republic, I said.
Eagle Republic, I say.
God answer prayer.
He answered Curaçao's prayers.
So,
I tease him,
so
man.
Curaçao's prayers, so what? So God bias then?
No. If we not pray for God, we can win. No one guy for bias. But you talk about
Yeah, God bias. God is a bias.
Yeah, referee is ordinary. All the referees not can ordinary. All of them. That's a good one.
Well, the referee are ref bad still. I tell you the truth. In the first half, I see make some question. Because the man, as of touch the man, so the man him chop, him call a foul. So
yeah,
we da beat him for that. But second half, him never look bad. He never look like him that he made bias against it.
A man says Cephas and Gray should be on the same side. I thought Gray had a good first half. I thought Gray was really fighting. I've never seen Gray work so hard.
Great try.
Great try.
I said, the man is a natural left winger, Reggie.
Yeah.
It's all between him and Cephas. If you not represent Cephas, take off the damn man.
I think they should put Gray Night 10. They should take out Bobby Reid and put Gray Night 10. To me, Bobby Reid wasn't effective.
Never going nothing either.
Bobby Reid had 2 bad games and he shouldn't have been. Them should put Gray. Chain Gray with Bobby Reid and take out Bobby Reid. But them, yeah. And Campbell play on the left too. You know, realize that Gray Campbell and Campbell and Cephas play on the same side. And him play center forward too. Him play center forward him team now. Him play center forward him team.
Yeah, well, as we say, if I Suriname is also a team full of Dutchman too.
Yeah. I'm surprised Suriname collapsed yesterday against Guatemala. They had a chance to go through, them basically collapsed. Them collapsed against Guatemala.
Surprise, we collapsed too.
We never really collapsed yesterday. We
not a collapse within the whole playoff, the whole World Cup qualifier.
We got lucky, people. The luck run out. We got lucky against Trinidad in a 2 game. Right? We got lucky against Trinidad in a 2 game now. Trinidad win both of the game to me.
Cranky. No, don't say that, cranky. That's cool, man. Don't say that, man. Don't say that.
We scored 2 goals against Trinidad.
Well, listen,
I've been saying this from day one, and it's not yesterday.
Cranky, not because a team play fancy football. That means them deserve to win the match.
So then those are not about yesterday. Wait. So those are not about yesterday because Trinidad missed enough chances against us. So we don't create nothing against Trinidad. You don't realize when we play Trinidad, we create much more chance against Curaçao than Trinidad. We don't create nothing against Trinidad. Nothing.
They're not getting a clear-cut chance against someone. They're not getting no clear-cut chance.
Oh, Trinidad?
Some good one, but they're not getting a clear-cut chance.
Which game you watch? When the man twist up King Wendo? When the man twist up King Wendo? On the 6-yard line. When him
Then him kick it wide.
Then a chance he miss. So you count to your own self. You have a chance he miss.
Him hit the target.
Yes, but he missed the chance. He missed the chance. We are talking about.
And Blake save one too. Blake save a good one.
But then you're countering your own point. He missed the chance. Them. We don't create nothing against Trinidad. Nothing. We don't break them down once. We don't get no header. Don't miss chance.
The one in Trinidad was a joke. We play better in Kingston. We did play better in Kingston, but we never play good in Trinidad.
Yeah. All right. Maybe take another call. Say a call come through. Maybe take another call. England come from too. Maybe take that one. Bless. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon. You're live.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing well. Who am I speaking to?
Ash.
Say again, please.
Ash.
What do you have to say, Ash?
You know what? I'm going to beat them too much because I see the point effort, but can't say I'm surprised. But like we know, we never lose this game just on yesterday. It's the whole campaign not been positive, I believe. What do you think?
Where in England are you calling from?
London.
London, okay. We have been... I actually praised the players yesterday for effort, right? But as you know, you probably follow the sport, there's a difference between I am really committed and I play hard versus I have the ability, the technical ability, the capability to be a differentiator. And some of our players don't have that ability. It's been obvious throughout the campaign. We were not that good throughout this campaign. We were poor. Now, if you go back 3 years ago to the team that played in the Gold Cup, that went to the semifinal with Antonio and Bailey and Gray, we were firing then. This team would have ran through these playoffs. We have regressed. We have regressed since then. Regressed
And
significantly.
do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you remember Unique Cup this year? I attended both games. I was at the stadium.
Right.
Good vibes. The place played good.
Right.
But let me tell you, see, after Unique Cup, I think our first game was against, if I'm not mistaken, BVI.
Yes, where we barely beat them 1-0.
Yeah. Since that game, I was like, I didn't trust the coach. Because see, the coach, everything, he's like, oh, he just said, oh, I rate Cephas, you know, I rate Warner Brown. These are amazing people. But if you actually look at the play, we struggled to beat BVI. Come on. From then, I knew it wasn't going to be good. And then we went to the Gold Cup. You know what happened in the Gold Cup.
Yep.
From then, the coach kind of exposed himself. But like, you know.
Well, you know McLaren from the UK. We know McLaren, right? We know McLaren. McLaren is McLaren, right? McLaren is dated. He's past his time. I have always said we got to get a coach with the more modern ideas, who's much more strategic, who can react to challenging situations. You need a coach who's innovative. You don't need a coach who is dated, is a dinosaur, and not to beat McLaren because he's the way he is, but he wasn't the guy. He wasn't the guy. I want to
ask you a question. So see, Curaçao, most of their players come born in Netherlands, right?
I think the entire team that started yesterday was born in Netherlands. Yeah.
Oh, to see this argument Jamaicans have, it's why it don't make sense. If they're born in Curaçao, I want to ask the Jamaican, do they not have no heart? Because supposedly it's like everyone overseas don't have no heart. So Curaçao don't have no heart. They beat us with no heart.
Yeah. Wait, they're not committed. Wait. So the narrative in Jamaica is they have some people who have platforms in Jamaica who like to have this thing. You're making a great point, which is all those Curaçao players who were born in the Netherlands and play for Curaçao, the players in Curaçao supposedly, using that analogy, more committed, more effort. The Curaçao players, all born in Holland, showed heart yesterday, didn't they? They came into our house, got a result, get to the World Cup. But this narrative, it sells to local fans. And that's what some people who have platforms do. They exploit those individuals. They want to make a quick buck, and they talk their nonsense, and people buy into it. It's crap.
Yeah, because they don't play football. Football plays football. You can have the most heart in the world. If you're not good, you're not good.
Exactly.
It don't matter.
Exactly. If you're not good, you're not good.
Even you look at Haiti. Remember, Haiti, they can't even play in the home stadium. Haiti don't have to go through this mess of thinking, we have to put this player in the team to sell ticket. What kind of program is that? You have to put a player in the team to sell ticket.
Well, I did text somebody the other day. I must say this actually. I said, I'm not sure it's okay just to have locally born players on the flyer. And the person says, I'm not sure what them say, but I thought it was interesting. They don't really care about that. They might focus on other things. And I'm like, no, every small detail matters. You're sending the wrong message. The only people that matters are the locally born players. And there are a lot of people, some of them in this chat who think that way. And there are a lot of people who come on this morning on the challenge in Jamaica and say the same nonsense. They're not objective in their opinion. They think locally born players are being denied opportunity because of diaspora players. And my view is that if local players were good enough, they were played. They're not good enough.
And the thing is, it don't matter because, for example, I rate Whisper. I think he's an amazing talent.
Yes.
But even Dixon, me personally, a lot of people haven't watched Dixon. I'm in England right now, and I follow the team. So I've been to a couple Crawley games. One game on two is very good. The other one's kind of poor. I support these players regardless, but still, I believe Dixon's still not the level for the national team. He's good for where he's at, and he can improve, but he's not our savior. He can't be our savior. He's not good enough to be our savior.
Yeah, and people don't want to buy into that, right? He was good at schoolboy football in Jamaica, so you build a reputation through that avenue, which Whisper did also. But you're right about Whisper, right? You watch him at Chelsea, you see how Chelsea bloggers rate him and the perspective on him. He's a good footballer. Probably needs to play a little bit quicker.
And everyone rates him for his level, for his age. But no one's rating him to be, he needs to start for Chelsea. To say, no, for U21, you're very good. If you keep going, in 1 year, 2 years, you might platform this level. But for now, sometimes you got to know your level. As you players, you got to know your level.
You know why?
Because opportunity if you can.
Yeah. You know, people think that way because they see people like Estavio come over from Brazil at 18 and say, well, why is Whisper a little bit older than him not playing? Because not everybody progresses at the same level, and some people are just exceptional talent. You may be very good, somebody else is off the chart good.
And even if you compare Whisper with Bailey, when Bailey was 20 years old, when Bailey was 20 years old, Bailey was playing first team football. He was playing, so technically, Bailey was playing at a higher level than Whisper.
Yeah.
So,
No, Bailey has done really well. Bailey hasn't played that well for the national team, but he's done well in his club career.
Yeah, so
And Bailey didn't play this entire playoff. No, Bailey didn't play this entire. He may be available for March. That should be interesting how that works out. Yeah.
And even sometimes, I know he don't play good for the national team, but the way some people disrespect him, those like Dixon over Bailey. I think sometimes levels. Yes, Bailey's not the greatest, but at the same time, you can't just belittle a player that's much better than him. But you know, how do you feel about if the playoffs? You think I got a chance?
I think it depends who we get in the first round and second round. I would prefer to play. I don't know what Caledonia, so I don't want to jump on because they rank really lowly. Because what happens in these, what we have realized in the World Cup qualifier is no team is based just on local developed talent. There are so many overseas based players. Your ranking is a reflection of who you are. Like Curaçao, for example. Curaçao rank is probably based on the local Curaçao team that's been there historically. They bring a bunch of Netherlands-bound players. Their ranking probably is different. It will be now.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
I want to let the chat and the people them know. See North Caledonia people. It's a French island near Australia, so it's the French government. So they have players that play in France, just to give them.
So it's probably a French. It's probably a French team, actually. It's probably what it is.
Yeah. So they probably still got some local, but they probably got people that live in France that they might not be high level. They might play non-league in France, but they're still not on the island. So don't think it's easy walkover, and don't think Iraq either are easy pickings.
No, Iraq is Iraq ranking suggests that they're a good team, right? So, or a better team than what they think. So there's no easy game, but I think if we go out and recruit and bring in better players to fill certain positions, the ball is round. You never know. The ball is round.
Yeah, but we need better players, man.
We need better players. We need better players. Have you seen Tyrese Hall play?
Yeah, I've seen him on TV, but not in person. Like
Okay.
Maybe something on my. If he's because he's not in. I'm in London, so he's not in Nottingham, so it's a bit far.
Right.
If you get a local game, I might go check him out. But I've been seeing a lot of good feedback, especially people that follow Spurs.
Right.
Spurs pages, they're saying he's very, very good. But remember us, we don't care. Call 5 midfielders. We don't even use the midfield. Just bypass midfield. We have no plan. So
we've been pushing for Tyrese Hall. There's Daniel Johnson playing the Turkish Super League, and Ravel Morrison. I said if Ravel is on the bench with a big belly, I still would bring him into this team. But the coaching staff,
not to beat him, but Warner Brown. Why did he get called? Because he never make no match squad.
I don't know, actually. The coach is a politician, right? He was trying to appease local fans and local administrators. That's what he did that throughout. That's why I hear him talk about certain players a certain way. You really talk about English-born players with the same reverence he does for the local-born players. Go look at his communication. Whether he's talking about Nicholson, the best player in the Caribbean, or he talk about Dixon and his smile and his effervescence and his commitment, or he talks about Warner Brown, and every local player he talks about is with reverence. And King, he talk about King. So when we talk about overseas players, he would just say, good player, whatever. He knows how to try to manage them. He is very political. And he's just sort of a disservice in a way, actually, to be honest.
This serving the team, because even now, look the way King behaving. I don't like his attitude. It's like they get in his head. He's saying it's like he's our captain. He's bigger than everybody. You see when flashing Pinnock. I'm not saying Pinnock is good. He had a bad game and he's been poor recently. But at the same time, senior man, you can't just flash them man like them.
He's been doing that for a while now. I guess away, and nobody's talked to him. He's been doing it I saw him at St. Mirren. He tried to clear a ball, and a player tried to block the ball, and his reaction was unbelievable. He wanted to fight. Like the person just tried to block the ball. It wasn't even that terrible a tackle, to be honest. I watched it and I said, and a friend of mine who coaches was an academy, he called me once and said, this player's attitude really is bad. Somebody need to talk to him. So I told somebody to talk to him. I don't think they did. It's been bad for a while. It's not getting better. He needs to be called out because it's not a good look.
Yeah, because even I've heard on the ground, even people from Chelsea, I think it might improve, but I said you even whisper, even attitude is not really the best. One thing that held him back. But supposedly I think he improved. But when he first come, like they said, he had kind of attitude towards him.
Is he getting better? They say attitude-wise?
Yeah, I think better now. Yeah, but I think when he first come though, just like sometimes in Jamaica, it's good to believe in yourself. But when you think you're bigger than you are, and you don't match the level, and you don't have respect, people don't rate you.
Yeah, no.
At the end of the day, you can be there's some players that are nasty players. They ain't got no attitude, but their skill level so high, people take a blind. But if you're not that good, then you're not going to reach no far, man. Which can you be careful if you end up back in JPL? And I wish the baller the best, but they changed the attitude, man. Simple respect, man.
All right. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for the comment. Bless up.
Take care, yeah?
And bless.
Okay.
Yes, everyone. What time is it now? 12:20. Me soon come over trying to know. I'm saying somebody sent me a message, yeah? Somebody trying to beat me. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
You finally came around to my position.
Which is?
Jamaica needs a diaspora.
What do you?
Wait.
Back up. What do you mean I come into your position? What are you talking about? What do you mean I come into your position?
I have said it before, and you gave a pushback at the time.
I said Jamaica don't need diaspora. Really?
No, I'm talking about at the managerial level.
No, I pushed back to say Jamaica will not have the diaspora because they have restrictions to prevent diaspora from contributing to the society, whether it's in sports or otherwise. You have to be on the island for a long period of time. It's not happening. So I'm not pushing back against Jamaica need diaspora. Of course, Jamaica is built on tourism and remittances. So of course it needs diaspora, whether it's but it needs support from outside Jamaica. Tourism is not necessarily diaspora. Part of it is, but I'm getting a lot of feedback from your channel, from your phone. I don't know if you have a thing on or not. So what you have to say? The phone are ringing us. What you have to say?
Regarding the team, if the managerial structure does not change, the problem is going to arise, because the problem is, okay, a coach comes in. If the coach does not have a free hand, he's gonna do the same thing that McLaren did. Because if you look at how the team is structured, you see that space is being made for certain players. Demara Gray, for example, he's supposed to be on the left side where CFAS is. If a player is better than another player, that player should start. If Demara Gray is a better player on that side, he should start. I don't call him then. When you put the player in a different position and he does not perform optimally, then he gets blamed. And that's a major problem with the team. We have Whisper with playing at the academy level, and he comes on over a player who is playing first team football in the second division.
So, no, I think Dixon came on first, then Whisper came on.
Yeah. I mean, okay, you have two players coming on over a player who is ranked higher than both of them.
Yeah.
It does not make any sense. When Jamaica performed the best over the last 2-3 years is that third place win against Panama. In that team, the players were playing in their rightful position. Gray was on the left, and Bailey was on the right. And the player, you didn't have this outer position type of thing going on.
Yeah, but I think what happens is we haven't had that same forward line you're talking about. They have been available for most of it. Gray's only been available for what? This last window. And Bailey and Antonio have not been available. So that trio we had, which was our starting trio, which played well, haven't been available.
My focus is not so much on the trio. My focus is more on the philosophy of putting the best players in the position where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, but to be fair, Steve has been the most impactful player in the playoffs, right? To date. So I can understand Cephas retaining his position on the left.
Cephas has been impactful against what teams and how. Because what I find as well, in that position, require certain skill sets. And Cephas have maybe one of the skill set, but he should play. So, in my opinion, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm not coming from the Cephas. I leave the Cephas conversation alone. We get too much beating. Leave it alone.
no coach at the professional level would pick Cephas over Gray for that position.
What do you mean? Our coach did. Our coach did. What do you mean no coach?
But
you mean no other coach? You're saying
no other coach.
Oh, okay.
So Gray should be in that position. Coming into this window, Burrell was the hottest striker, scoring left, right, and center, and he was getting minutes at his club. He should be in the forward position, not Nicholson. On the right side, Brown should be there because he's the highest ranked player for that position at the professional level.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, I don't think the talent level between all these players is so far that one versus the other is where it is. I mean, I would agree that Cephas has a lot of deficiencies, but he also has one attribute which can be taught, and it has helped the country in the playoffs so far. But I do think the deficiencies in his game show up in the last two games, even the game he scored in.
You see, we have to, because we select for certain things, we get the outcome. We do not select for intelligence in anything we do.
Yeah, look, I think the problem is because you hear me and go back and forth on Cephas, right? One time I'm in the Cephas corner, another time I'm just frustrated and not in his corner. Because he flatters the deceive a lot of times, but he also produces. So you have to go ride with the wave. It's very volatile. It's like in the stock market when the metrics don't marry very well. It's very volatile. One day you're in a corner, one day you get frustrated.
Yeah, in my opinion, if that's going to occur, put Gray on the bench. Don't have him on the team then, because I thought
Gray was good yesterday. Yesterday.
Yeah, but there's a difference between good and great. His best position is on that side. And I am not picking on Cephas or Gray. You were trying to do it because you were trying to use game time and league ranking and whatnot. And in my opinion, that's a good way to go. There should be some standard that you can deviate from it every now and again, but there should be some standard of how the players are selected. And I think one of the reasons why these coaches, when they come in there, not giving a free hand, is because many people are afraid of how they will select the team. They're going to use club form. They're going to use league ranking to select the team, and many people do not want that.
Yeah, I mean, look, we'll never get we are divided as a nation. We won't get consensus on anything. There are people who say Gray was terrible yesterday. I have no idea what game they're watching. I mean, if you want to talk about terrible yesterday, Cephas was off the chart horrible yesterday. But people not saying that. They're afraid to say it because they probably want to get beaten, or they're just disingenuous.
Also, I hear this argument that the reason why the Curaçao fan base does not have any division regarding the number of overseas-based players and their team is because Curaçao does not have a local league. That's incorrect. I looked it up this morning. Curaçao has a local professional league. I don't know. Sorry, they have a local football league. Like they play football in their country. They have league.
Yeah, let me say this actually, people, which is Jamaica of all countries should knock it out against Diaspora. Like Jamaica of all countries in the world, every country in the world, because Jamaica is one of the highest percentage of immigration overseas for any country in the world, period. Percentage-wise. There's no I don't think there's any other country. Maybe I look at the Philippines, maybe, but please go tell me another country which have a higher immigration rate than Jamaica. So therefore, the large Jamaicans who are living all over the world. You have too much feedback in my thing. I don't know if you're listening at the same time you talk.
No, I'm not.
But may I get the feedback from you? So I cannot understand the sometimes the hate, the negativity towards individuals who are overseas that have Jamaican ancestry. I can't understand it. between the remittances, between the support, between the investment. Carla, the noise is awful. Yeah, you get feedback from your end, man. You do something. Trust me, you do something. You have to mute something. Mute your mic.
Hold on.
If one has to go and think about Jamaica people in terms of immigration and the support that immigrant population provides to Jamaica, that's the one country that should not be as negative as it is when it comes to diaspora. And yet, it's the reverse. I hear so many people this morning, like a full man, the program, and they might knock out against the foreign-born players, and they might knock out against this. And every country nowadays, whether it's Caledonia, regardless of what it is, they are pushing to get the best players in their team. US are do it, people. Big country are do it. Everybody, England do it with the women's team. And we are one country so divided that we are knocked out against people who are overseas. Me not understand it.
When we talk about...
I get 2 more minutes because somebody tried calling and I'm trying about 3 or 4 times already. Go ahead.
Yes, when we talk about the whole brain drain thing, what you describe, what you just talk about epitomizes that, because the person who is saying that all they have to do is look on the Curaçao team and see the number of players on their team and how they perform, and then you have to conclude that being from another country does not mean you're not going to play hard. So it's not a hard issue, but we don't use our brain to assess anything.
Yeah. That's not reason our brain. There are people who are like Maverick who are manipulating people with that narrative, because if that is the thing, that means it's the overseas born Jamaicans from unlike any other country who are not playing hard, but all the Curaçao players who are born overseas, every single one of them will start playing hard. Does that rationale make any sense to anybody?
It doesn't. It proves that it's not an overseas thing, but we do not apply the scientific method when we are assessing anything. We just go with emotion. We don't use data at all, and when data comes up, we get angry.
Yeah, when facts come up, people get angry.
We talk about infrastructure and this and that as to why the local players are not playing well. How do we explain 80? 80's performance is showing that the excuses that we use regarding local football, we have to rethink these excuses.
Yeah, no, I think all the players tried yesterday. Effort wasn't this yesterday. All the players tried yesterday. Outcome was the issue. Because the Jamaica could have won that game easily, actually, even though we made a lot of mistakes. Outcome was the issue. It wasn't the players and other players. I mean, certain players get beaten like Russell, to me, and King because of their attitude. But in terms of effort, the effort was there. The pressure was there. They handled the pressure well. They didn't play good football, but the effort was there. The commitment was there. They're just not as good as we want them to be.
Yeah, I'm going to end by saying, when they get the next coach, give him the team, and don't put the hand in the cookie jar. Let the coach select his players and leave it alone.
But if Rudolph coach and we won't have nobody interested in, I'll go another thing. So coach the team Rudolph, so nobody can complain and nobody can tell you what to do.
I don't think that's a long-term solution because his style of play is gonna exclude the midfield also.
All right, thanks. All right,
you're welcome.
Yeah. Bye. Good afternoon. Let me just say this. We got a text from somebody. I'm not gonna say who. Let me tell the technical staff. Let me tell the person technical staff. I'm say I know people resign. Go ahead, caller. Who am I speaking to?
You're speaking to Dino, first time caller.
So Dino sound proper. Dino sound like cranky. Go ahead, Dino. Dino sound proper like me. Go on, Dino.
So I'm a born Jamaican living in the US.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to figure out how done can we be as Jamaican.
Dino, get me that trouble, Dino. We get beaten up for Dino.
It frustrates me. Why it frustrates me is that the Diaspora do so much for Jamaica.
Yes.
But nevertheless, and when I say nevertheless, they treat us like we're some stepchild to them when The economy, we pump 50% of their economy by remittance. But yet still, for our kids or a family member who was born overseas and can actually get a Jamaican passport, which would make them Jamaican by right, because I'm an American citizen, right?
Right.
But I'm a born Jamaican. Now, imagine if I live in America, being an American citizen, and someone would treat me like I'm a second-class individual living here, how that would make me feel. And that's exactly what we're doing. And the daily, I'm a correct you. So we do have that here. It's called MAGA. And in Jamaica, they should be called MAGA too. or something, no, MAGA, make Jamaica great. In Jamaica great again, or something like that. People. That's what it is. They're the MAGA people equivalent to MAGA here. Those people in Jamaica, they're the MAGA equivalent. It's not all Jamaicans like that. They're the MAGA equivalent. So while that's right, however, let me get into football now, because we seem to have this issue for the last 28 years, and it's a simple issue to fix. It's not as challenging or difficult as people think. And I'm going to use an example of a car. Simple thing, simplest way for me to do it. Now, if I own a Benz and I drive a Benz, there's no way I can use Toyota parts to fix my Benz. And I know a lot of people might be saying, what is he trying to get at? All right. So we have a nucleus of professional players. And then we have a few unprofessional players, right?
Yeah.
What that's telling us is that the team is not aligned, because everyone is not thinking the same, or playing style is not the same. When we're supposed to make certain runs, we're not going to make it because we don't play the game the same way, in essence. So the easiest way to fix it, and I'll say this to all the local individuals, the next World Cup cycle, and I'm being sarcastic by saying this, it should be only born Jamaican players play to see how far we would reach, right? To make it as simple as possible. Only born Jamaican who was raised on the island, who played in the Premier League, who plays schoolboy football, and let's see how far we would reach. And then the following World Cup cycle after that, let's use all born foreign-based players just to get a gauge.
That would never happen. We can't do an experiment that got 8 years experiment.
We know it won't happen, but I guess that's the only way.
No. You could try to prove it by playing a series of games between the locally born and the foreign-based players. That's probably the best way to show it.
Yeah, but they won't do it that way. They definitely won't do it that way, because they don't want to be showing up.
Yeah.
How do we have so much talent, but nevertheless we can't find an attacking midfielder? Nobody in that field yesterday was a creative player.
No, we probably can find a couple, but we just, as a coach, but
we choose not to.
We
choose not to, based on the fact that we want a yard man play. The born overseas players are not considered as Jamaican. They don't travel with a Jamaican passport.
For some people they don't. For some people they don't. If you listen to It's 97 FM with Maverick and his sycophants, a lot of guys are not Jamaicans. They're overseas players. And it's not just Maverick and his sycophants. A lot of people in Jamaica think the same way in the football community.
So then,
but some of them they're not the smartest people. Some of them, they're just not the smartest people. So.
No, we do understand that. But my money is good enough to send back to Jamaica.
Yeah, if you do that, I got nonsense media saying that one time on my program. So you have to be careful with that.
No, I watch a program a lot. No, I do watch a program a lot. So I heard when that was said, but I just want to make sure I'm correct. My money is good enough to send back.
To
give to Jamaicans there, even though I'm Jamaican. But the fact that my kids was born in America, they will never be accepted.
No, because but people say that your money is good to send back, but you send it to your family, so it shouldn't matter.
No, I'm not sending it to my family. I don't have family in Jamaica.
But I'm just saying that someone will say, and even if you say you're going to send it back to Jamaica, they'll probably say, keep your money. Because that's some of them still. Yeah. They don't realize that if you send your family or you send somebody else, it still helps the Jamaica economy because it's circulating that environment, right? So the money is going to contribute to the economy regardless of who you send it to.
So there's one thing I'm going to take away from this, because as of now, my money stops sending to Jamaica.
No, I don't think people should do that.
I really, no. At some point in life, we all have to stand for something. Yeah,
we all have to
we are,
stand for
but
something
the
at some
people
point.
who are negative are not the people you're sending money to.
That might be correct. That might be correct.
You
And
can't.
when I say
That's like
that might be
you know
correct.
you know what's funny, caller? I'm gonna give you a story, a short one, quick one. I was in London in 2018. I was on the Tube, which is the subway system, and I had a New York hat on, and a Caucasian man stopped me and said, "How the hell could you vote for Trump?" Right? So his association was, because I have a New York hat on, he assumed I'm from the Americas, and he assumed I voted for Trump because Trump won. We can't make those assumptions, right? We can't make that association to say because you are part of an environment, you are that environment. You may be different. You may think differently. You may operate differently. Not all Americans are MAGA. Similarly, not all Jamaicans think negatively about diaspora like some on Maverick programs do.
So I agree with you, but I'm talking about the majority. And majority of the census, if you look at what's going on the internet,
yeah,
guess who's getting blamed for this loss? Are we not going to the World Cup? And you're acting as if it's only one game that put us here.
Yeah, but there were Jamaican players on the field last time. No, because the players send the forward, no. See if I play right, play left.
I understand that, but stop and think: are any of the born Jamaican players getting blamed?
Well, that's not the case. They don't blame them. They find a way to work around it. And
that's
make
my
excuses.
point. So my point is, no matter what happened, the local players won't get blamed.
Yeah, that is true a lot of times. Or they make excuses.
Right. No matter what happened, they won't get blamed.
Yeah.
It will always be the foreign-born Jamaican player who's getting blamed. And for me, this was a simple group for us to qualify from. I mean, I was a child during '98 World Cup, and I was looking forward to living in the US now, buying a ticket to go to the World Cup, taking my daughters to the World Cup. I mean, they destroy a dream.
Yeah, well, look, I'm not gonna say destroy a dream. The players tried. They're just not good enough. That people, sometimes we gotta be realistic, right? You want something to accomplish something, you don't have the skill set. It happens. That's why I'm not gonna curse at the players because
the players is not good enough.
They're not good enough. They're not good enough.
So Cranky, we have good enough players. We choose not to pick the good enough players. We have good enough players. We just choose not to because we want a yard man for play.
I hear you. No, once again, Carl, I put this up, people, because I want to show what some people in the audience are like. I put up some comments sometimes just to show some people are just despicable. Sorry. I do that sometimes.
So, in essence, we would have won $12 million US, and this is what everybody missed, right?
Yeah.
Which would have pumped back into Jamaican Football Federation to assist homegrown football. Homegrown football. Keep in mind, none of the overseas-based players is not getting $1 from that money that would have generated for us to qualify to the World Cup. Not one of them would have received anything from it, or it would be beneficial to them. But yet still, in the media here, everybody who is local speak about commitment. Do they know what commitment is? To sit on a plane for 12 hours when you could be home with your family? Worse, you're not getting paid? Do you understand the word commitment, what it means?
Well, people don't think that way.
Do they really understand by even questioning those individuals, the sacrifice that they're making, that they could go to Jamaica, injure themselves, and end their livelihood? Because that's what they used to provide for their family?
Yeah.
Do they even understand it? But yes, still we sit here every day and bash these individuals. It sit my stomach how we behave as Jamaican. I swear to you it do.
I hear you, sister.
I swear to you, man. Last night I'm in my living room with my kids because I keep a mini party and I got a few bottles of champagne that we're going to pop after the game to celebrate. You have no idea how disappointed I am.
on a rush, but I have no champagne, I don't drink anything. But I didn't celebrate nothing. I was cautiously optimistic, but I knew it was going to be a difficult task. Because we were that good.
Cranky, it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have been a difficult task. It shouldn't have. We have enough players.
Yeah.
All we needed to do was choose the right individual. It shouldn't have. I'm not a coach. I'm not qualified to be a coach.
But why are we playing a 4-4-1 system? Why don't we play with 3 defender at the back?
Yeah.
Why haven't we changed to 3 defender at the back? Why do we play football to suit us with the players that we have? Play to the players' potential. We have abundance of defenders and wingers. So why are we not playing football that way? Why are we not playing to our strength? And why should it only be the coach is the only one who resign? What about the president? What about speed? Why should be only the coach that take the fall for this one?
Well, I got a text this morning from somebody said the technical team should resign. I won't say who sent me the text, but it was a really interesting.
I agree they should. I agree they should.
I got a text. When I say I got to text people now, I want to find a regular everyday person. But I text someone and said the technical team should resign.
They should.
But that won't happen.
They honestly should. How are you the technical director then you're an advisor? That's not blurring the lines? And then you own a club in Jamaica at the same time.
I'm not going to that path. I get too much beat with it. I'll leave that alone.
How is that even a possibility? I'm an individual. I'm a human. And anything that's within my best interest, I'm going to do. So I can't blame him for doing that. But how do we allow someone that power? All
right, Colin, I forgot to take another call. I appreciate the call.
Man.
Yeah, man. Bless up. Thanks.
Respect. Me continue watch your show.
All right, thanks. Appreciate the call, sir.
All right.
All right. Damn. I think I cut the person off. Yes, good afternoon.
Hey, Cranky, what going on?
Not much but there now. What I say? By the way, people, because me and the man said the caller was speaky spooky like me. Honesty, sir. We better second call him. Let's talk to him. Let's beep them. Honesty, sir, people. If you talk or you want to talk, nobody criticize you speaky spooky. Because you have the ability to communicate in English. If you can only communicate in Patois, nobody fault that. I don't allow people, the man, honesty, so. Not to no bad mindy. Go on.
Yeah, Cranky. So why you hear me out for a second?
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like you're going to agree with me on a lot of this, but it's just my opinion. I feel like since the whole Maverick thing and they start talking about the foreign base and local base, it's like a division that's starting from the outside. I don't know that the players themselves feel the same way you guys feel in terms of, this guy's from a different place, so I got to look at him differently.
I think that it was in a players' camp years ago. I think they have moved on from it. But Maverick is sowing the dissension seed, and he has a big platform. Maverick is the problem.
Right.
Maverick's part of the problem.
Well, yeah, I agree with you. So here's where I agree with you. He started it. Maybe other people on the platform started, like maybe other YouTubers. But it's kind of spread to where everybody talk about it all the time. And the worst part about it is that I start using like the players to like match the players against themselves. They look at one player and say, oh, this player not that good. But in reality, if the coach pick you, let's say you're born in Jamaica and you're the worst player in the world, and the coach pick you, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna gladly go and play your best ability, even if it's trash. But that's that, you're not gonna put yourself in that position. The coach gonna pick you. If a coach asks me to play tomorrow and I can't play shit, I'll go and play, right?
Right. Well, that argument though is not unique to Jamaica, right? If you listen to Nigerians ranting after got knocked out by Congo, they were even more. They were even worse, frankly. They were saying the European-based players were paying to be in the national team, right? And if you hear people in Ghana talk about certain players who want to be in the Ghana team now, they're saying don't take them because they didn't come when you want them to come. So we get this quite a bit in terms of people and differentiation around overseas versus local. There's a view that anything foreign is better. That's what the view from local Jamaica is saying. I hear England saying that about coaches because they don't have a lot of English coach. So it's a natural human tendency. It's not unique to Jamaica. It just is worse in some quarters.
Yeah, and I get it. And it goes both ways because, look, if I lived on the island, right, and you start saying that nobody in Jamaica is good enough to play on the national team, even though you might be more correct most of the time, I'm going to feel some way about it. So I might just counter the argument just for the sake of defending myself because people get defensive when you tell them they're not good.
That's true.
So part of it might be that.
That is true.
Part of it might be that. But I feel like we shouldn't pit the players against each other. Yeah, if you can look at the same position like Cephas and Gray, Grays definitely should be, starting the game. Maybe you get Cephas 20 minutes at the end of the game because, the players might be tired and see what can come out of it. But yeah, I feel like we're taking it a little bit too far when we start pitting the players against each other all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I think the players, I've been around the players way back when, maybe a year and something ago. The players are cliquish because that's normal human tendency. In any team you go to, they're cliquish. But I didn't hear that dissension in the camp. Some players are cliquish, especially the ones who know each other from England. They're cliquish amongst the English-based players, much less amongst the entire team. Our local players are also cliquish because Nicholson will know Dixon, will know Swiss, but that's how it normally is. You saw a club, it's Whisper and Cephas in the club. Players are going to associate with those they know, human tendency, just in the workplace is the same thing. So it's not, I don't see any dissension in the camp when I was around them. I thought players were all getting along well,
Any group that gets together, you're going to find your people. You're going to find your niche. Right?
Yeah.
And that's just how it's going to work. But yeah, that's just all I got to say.
All right. Thanks for the call.
All right, man. Cool.
It's kind of funny, people. When I first went to corporate, and I'm dating myself a long time ago, there were 5, I won't say which company it is, a huge company. There were 5, we had 150 people in the class. When I first joined, there were 5 black people in the class. There were 2 Jamaicans, 1 person from Dominica, 1 person from Barbados, and 1 person from, I think it was either Suriname. Yeah, it was Suriname. And I'm telling people, we clicked together, right? But what I found interesting was there were also Asians who clicked together, but we were the only ones who got called out about clicking together, right? Somehow people are always perturbed by us, given our skin color and us associating. We didn't really give a damn, to be honest. We're going to click together. We click together. We think we have a shared commonality. We get along brilliantly. But the point I'm making is that in any group you go to, there's going to be affinity for people who seem to be like you in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes it doesn't work. We have somebody who's just different. They'll click with other people. But that's natural tendency. But when you're trying to sow division amongst people, like you hear Maverick doing, I'm calling him out. Maverick does it all the time. And he calls me divisive. There's nobody more divisive than Maverick. Because he called me divisive because I say Cephas is not an automatic starter. When he's calling about local being more committed and them work harder and them faster and they should have balance, who's more divisive? Even a dumb person or a person who just come to this planet as an alien would know that. Go ahead, DJ Vieto.
Yeah, Cranky, bless yourself for the morning.
Bless up, man.
Well, afternoon also. We got to the people them still tuning in. Very disappointing. You know what I mean? I leave a call last night. I don't know. Just so frustrated and it was really disappointing. But when you think of everything, like I said, kind of let down the emotions and think. So we all know sport can make people get very aggressive and basically violent as anybody in any other form. We really and truly lose this game from last month or the last 2 months. So at the October when we lost the game. This is when we lost our position in the World Cup. But we lost to Curaçao 2-0.
Yeah, that was a difficult outcome.
Yeah, and I think also just by with how we've been playing, like you said, we just been getting lucky, and I think it just catch up with it. The thing is, going forward, we have to realize, listen, a lot of shake up have to go on, and we have to figure out, like you said, we need good players. We need good to better players. You understand? The players, then when we see the potential is there in terms of ready, we can't, not developing thing. This is not a developing league. This is not a developing moment. We have to work with who's ready now. You understand? I'm not trying to call out the player right now because it doesn't make sense.
I already did. I already said who should be my team and who should be in the team. I
actually agreed with your picks. I don't know if it I agree with your picks basically. I had kind of similar thing. I start text I text when I'm bridging this morning, and that's when they kind of say there are some similar picks, you see me. But I do think we have to do some shake up. You understand? We have to realize it.
Yeah.
And I even think, no disrespect, Nichols probably can be in and out around right now, but I think you'll be gone soon too. You understand? Maybe if let's hypothetically speaking, let's say we still make it to the playoffs and go to the World Cup, yeah, probably this will be his last window. But We have to think about the future. We have to think about also the possibility of the youth them where play good now already. You understand? Like I said, I think Whisper is far cut above the rest in terms of the likes of Dixon. And but I just think Dixon are there. I've watched him a couple of times, like I said, even if Curaçao was just the man give us some ball, even like close to 18 yesterday. I don't know if you remember. He was like every corner and stuff, he would stay behind. And like he play a ball, I try to play to Gregory, and I think he played to the other player, the Curaçao player, stuff like that. But he makes some bad look of mistakes. What may I say to myself, jeez, peace. Like headache. I mean the same thing like I said with King and Pinnock. The man them do some horrible backline passing and mistakes. You said something what's been lingering in my head. But I'm going to take it a little extreme further. I think Blake needs to go. We need a different keeper. We need a... So you may say I go to the extreme. So the chat, may I shake up little things a little bit. Yes. I think Blake needs to go because apart from shot stopping, that's it. He delays the game too much. We need to be on the front line. Like, you have CFAS. You need to make CFAS have that advantage for say, listen, you see, when they were countering and you get that ball, send it out there. The man hold back the ball every time. I don't know if you notice him do that almost every time.
He made three people. You can't be a football player and make 5 passes in 2 games. You have twice as many turnovers. No, you have 3 times as many turnovers as accurate passes you made. You can't do that. You have twice as many turnovers as passes you made.
Early now, I will do them something.
Yeah, but all of that score every game. And you're not turning over that much either.
No, but as far as touches, still we attack. Like,
but I'm saying the man make 5 people. He make 2 passes yesterday. If you make 2 passes in one game, people don't play football. Yeah. People just think about you play football for 90 minutes. You pass the ball 2 times to your teammates and I want all 90 minutes, people. Don't think about that for a second. Just think about it for a second. Nobody's going to play football. Even if you play Canada League football or panic kind of football, you play a whole game and you pass the ball 2 times to your teammate. Then 5 times you pass and 2 times, you touch it 24 times. That don't make no sense.
100% agree. I mean, this if there was if it was a game, I would say warrant for CFAS to come off early was this one. I think by that, like when Whisper there come on at that time, him could have probably put on Campbell and say, "Yo, Campbell."
Because Campbell, if Campbell was a local born player, he would have been on the field.
Well, all right, me did want to tie in some stuff with that. You see what you're mentioning? Sometimes I think a lot of people, even the people in way, for example, and let me just say this clear. I know not every person will live at Jamaica, for example, think this like this and share like this, their mindset like this. I think a lot of people, majority of the people, especially the younger youth, they just want the best team and they just want Jamaica to win. They just want to see we get the glory. And the people more so older age and the people who just feel
all them will go back to 98, that's all them talk
98, a majority of them.
All them go back to the Bush people, we talk about 98, 24/7, 30 years later, that's all them talk about. When the world has moved on and then they haven't moved on.
You want to know something interesting with because enough people don't know about that 98 era. I'm not dwell upon it, just about 20 seconds. Me just tie something in to show people a highlight of it. There was also a big segregation with local Jamaican players. People just don't remember this good, but let me tell them, I remind them, anybody can remember. Town versus country. There was it's always been there, by the way. Town versus country was the thing. When you have the top of them and all of them players there, you have a complete going, the town player, them not getting the ball game and how them money have to come in and get the game. It was a division, but it wasn't big like this. You understand? So, and we know we have this tribalistic mentality from a long time. People claim them turf and where them come from and everything. But it was always been like that. I'm adding that up to say, people always want to blame somebody and something. And you have to look on it, it was a teamwork, team effort. You understand? It can't just be just one side. It can't be one side. It can't be just, are the foreigner them or the local them and everything. And for the people we don't understand that, like help her.
You see, I call me, I'm going to call this man. I'm going to call about the name.
The cranky don't call me, I talk to them. That's cool, man. Because I'm talk off him more time. I'm hear him, I'm send a message this morning for it when we hear him. And they never play it. But anyway, the point of me I try to say is like, sometimes them people don't understand. So listen, think about the period where you're, let's think for a second. Let me bring down the emotions them a little bit lower. When have we under 17, we under 20, we all of the other under whatever them qualify to a World Cup. You understand? And
no, stop there, DJ Peter. So people, here's my analogy and perspective on this whole thing about under. All the people in Jamaica complaining about the local players not getting enough opportunity. The under 20 team got opportunity. The first under 20 team 2 years before that played well, didn't make the final, but they played well. This last under 20 team that got 15-0 were locally born players. When the JFF tried to hide it and throw in some under 15 who win Caribbean as the example, right? They threw them in to say they win something, which I'll be happy. They were trying to camouflage what transpired. The under 20 team were almost all, they were the one English player upon it and played the best out of all of them and gave him Leighton Orient. They were locally born players and they played, I can't even say it. They're young kids, but they were under 20. That was the example of what we had in the best under 20. It was the best under 20, That was only 2 years ago, We don't know what we are talking about.
That's why so that's why at time I try to in everything we show people say for wake up and stop try to blame the youth. When I try to say, think about it. We youth them have been failed for years. They haven't qualified. I think one under 17 like in the Y2K era. But apart from that, we've been failing. The youths them haven't been qualified for anything. Think about it. All of the promising youth them from high school are even we play for the Jamaican team. Where are they now?
But here's the problem we have though. Here's the problem we have that we don't understand DJ Fatal. Anybody can look amongst themselves. You're the best player up on the corner until you go into the big broad world and all of a sudden you realize that you're not that good.
That is what I'm saying.
You haven't gotten exposure at a very young age to really see how you match up against the rest of the world. And when you do, you realize that, what I learned in my environment was not sufficient to allow me to compete at a higher level. People don't seem to realize that.
I mean, you can imagine, for example, think about it. Jamaica, not just a parallel conversation. Jamaica is about to get some serious threat of quality players to play basketball for Jamaica. You can imagine if Jamaica turn them down and say, we want the local them to play over there.
No, the basketball thing is a different thing, we know we're not good at basketball. We think we're good at football, but we're not, but we think we are.
But Cranky, you see what you just said, the key point is we know we're not good. That means we accept saying, listen, you know what? We're not that good at a level. But you see, what I'm saying is like the youths them, for example, you have enough of the youths them, well, good potential, like you said, a raw thing them like a Dixon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We see said Dixon them get the opportunity, them they overseas and them a play and them a get better. That is what we want because of them would have want back in the team. You know what I mean? You see him, Travante Stewart and everybody with all of these players, that's what I say. This is what we know. We look back to say, all right, make us see them come back in the team. That is what we need. But they need that development to get there. It's not easy. The caller not too long mentioned, Curaçao have 22 players on that team will play and bring this team to the World Cup. Haiti have a bunch of those players from France will come play for that team and bring that team to the World Cup. Suriname also have a bunch of Dutch players on their team and they're not far off either. What is that saying? It cannot just be that because of the foreign band players in my field.
I think we're part of the problem with foreign versus local. We just gotta ignore those assholes.
That is true.
We just gotta ignore those assholes. They're not that smart. They're not that smart people. We should just ignore it. It's our fault because we keep running the narrative, trying to defend it. We should stop defending it and just ignore them. They're not that smart. They're just not. The
point I try to bring it to know is think about it now, people. If our youths being failed and we can't make it to our World Cup when we use the local band players, them. If we use a whole local band set of players, then we won't even make it to the playoff. Let's be honest with ourselves. if even when you use the foreign band along with the local players and we still can't make it, what is the common denominator? Think about it. National team had, because them we said, go back to we need a local coach. Them use Tapa 2 times, nothing never work. We go for Paul Hall, cut it quick, it never work. We go for Grimmy, cut it quick, it never work. And we go for this brother, we know same no good and it still no work. I give credit to CC, because CC post with this too. But the point that I'm saying, just like what's been going on for years and the youths have been feeling, the coaching level is not good enough also. And that is one of the biggest problems. We need quality coach to bring forth the quality players them and also can bring forth the quality player we would want to see. Because a coach will basically go take this team, he might go say, wait, we don't have no midfield. No, man, we have to go do something about this. We need a quality player, or we need a player who can give what me want. You understand? And you know, say, listen, you're going to make certain changes. And any coach will have quality, know, say, yo, him, like you say, I'm going to see Ravel with a big belly. I say, Ravel, you see next coming up in a match, you need to depend on that, get what you need to do. Even if it's a local league, get yourself coming in the mighty. That is what real coaches would do, because at the end of the day, we can all see it. It's not saying that Ravel is going to save with it, because no one people misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm saying that we need certain answers to our midfield has been our biggest problem.
All right, DJ Peter, somebody said they want to call in, but they don't want to interrupt you. So.
Just to finish up, I could say a big part of that, why we always bypass the midfield under the long ball, is because I don't think the defensive players them trust the midfield. And also, just to tie it in, why people might hear me say why we need to ex-Blake, because the reason why I said that, Blake doesn't play with his foot. And if anybody understand the modern day football style, your offense starts from your keeper. You understand? Your defense, when you're playing defense, it starts from the forward. When you're playing offense, it starts from your keeper when you have the ball. So that means that your keeper have to be involved with the touches and the passes. And it have to be effective. It can't be a boot, because when you bypass your midfield, then you bypass your creativity. And that's how your players then don't get the ball on the service. But I respect it.
All right, thanks, DJ.
Yeah.
I know some people are trying to call in, so I'm calling no people. Let me just say this actually. Alex, time to call. Go on, Alex. Floor is yours.
Wah, cranky call, you know, like a long man. I wait long hard. Oh God. Morning, cranky.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to the people in the comment section. The boy cranky, but I tell us, I couldn't even sleep last night. Can't sleep. Twist and turn.
I slept like a baby.
But no, you slept like a baby because you don't even make up your mind already. Cranky.
Yeah.
My thing is, you know, when Rudolph Speed hiring these coaches, he don't assess them properly, cranky. He don't assess them properly, cranky. Me, I tell you honest truth. Why could Rudolph Speed? I mean, you tell him already. The Spanish coaches are being very successful in football nowadays. Look in the Premier League. That's example. You have the coach Bournemouth, Ariola. That's the name. You have other Spanish coaches out there that doing very well.
So are you saying you want to go for a Spanish coach?
Me not want to go for a Spanish coach, but me think the right man for the job right now is either Wilfred Nancy or my boy used to coach Canada.
I think Wilfred Nancy is going someplace. I think he's been on the list of one of the English team looking into him as a potential hire.
But Cranky, who we can bring in?
Why would Wilfred Nancy want to come coach us?
Well, who would you think want to coach us, Cranky? Let's be honest.
I don't know anybody want to coach us unless a dinosaur coach would trying to redeem themselves like McLaren tried to do. We are trying to control coaches. We're trying to coach the national. The coach Algrim alluded to this. The coach even alluded to this. It's not easy to work with the JFF. They want to tell you who to pick. They want to tell you when to go to the bathroom. No coach operate like that. You have to make decisions of your own volition. You have to be able to make your own decisions. You can't have people that control you, what you say, what you don't say, where you go, where you don't go. You're a grown man. You get hired for a job. You don't do the job, you get fired. Coaches don't want to be manipulated. don't want to have to go to press conference and talk about great local players are 24/7 and ignore any other player because they think that's what people want to hear. Do like Tuchel. Look at Tuchel for England. He knows he has to win a World Cup or he's going to get fired. So you know what he does? He does it his way. And if you don't like it, pay him off so he's going to coach somebody else.
Someone know, Cranky, why man got taboo? I didn't know they have a game next day.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Oh, man, I'm going to take the ball game serious, Cranky. So I'm going to go in a Cranky. Me, I tell you, shoot, you know.
Yeah.
Eh? I want the coach there for the disciplinary action for no same players and then them dead asleep at the great wall.
No, I thought they went the day, not the day of the match next day, but the training was the next day. So they didn't go. It was the day of the match. It was the day like they went Sunday, I guess, and I guess Monday was training and Tuesday's the game. So yeah.
Cranky, my head hurt, my cranky, honestly to that. Like,
but Alex, it's not over. You still have another chance. If you get chance, have a chance.
Boys, your bride try now. Would you try to happen tomorrow? Try now get draw with DR Congo, you know. More get draw with anybody else, but not
DR Congo is not playing. DR Congo playing the second game, so it's not the first round.
But we say we still can draw with them.
If we win the first game, then there's a possibility, yes.
We don't want to for them bracket, Cranky. We want to draw with Iraq. If we draw with Iraq, we can beat Iraq, Cranky.
So you think?
Yeah. You think we can beat Iraq, Cranky?
Nowadays, I don't know who we can beat. Our team is not that good. Why do Jamaicans like that? Why are we so egotistical and overconfident? We have no midfield. How are we going to play football without midfield? This is 2025, not 1975.
Cranky, we need to
until we get better players. I said Jamaica made the World Cup despite the coach because I thought 5 players coming in. One came in late. Real late and get no playing time, got about 5 minutes. The only reason why I said we're going to make the World Cup because I knew who was supposed to be coming in. There was Cameron Archer. It was supposed to be Cameron Archer. It was supposed to be Mason Greenwood, Tyreek Mitchell, Henry, and Max Aarons. Only one came in and came in late.
I think we're going to still going to make the World Cup.
If we don't get 7-8 players, we're making no World Cup.
Thank you.
The whole center back pairing needs to go. Most of the midfield needs to go. And we need another winger who's better, just better. We need a right back too. We need a right back, 2 center half, a better backup goalkeeper or a first team goalkeeper. We need 2-3 midfielders. We need a lot of players. I don't know where we're gonna get them from. I'm gonna give you an example, people. Keenan Davis, who plays for he plays in the Syria. I think he wants to come play for Jamaica. The coach say I don't think type of player, so the coach never try to get him. The coach never want him and Tyrese. Let me just call out them thing there. And these guys, there are 3 goals in the Syria. One I say score against Inter, score against Lecce, and score against another team.
Better than Boza.
I'm not saying who's better than. I'm just saying sometimes you have players out there who we don't want because we're saying they're not good enough. And frankly, it's all about ability now. It's a quality. A pickup team in a people is a pickup team. What we have is a pickup team. It's not a team. It's a pickup bunch of people. We're not playing no part of football to be considered a team. And right, we throw the ball out and we just kick the ball along and hope we get to destination. So anybody can come in a team then. This whole team that we have to have camaraderie and we have to have seamlessness and that's a nonsense. It's a pickup team.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Look how you Ian Frey played good last night. Like I allowed it to them.
No, he did okay. He did okay.
He played very good. He kind of give me a look of dimension in our midfield one type of way. But you say Ravelli there, it's the whole thing that different, Kanki.
Wait 1 second. People, if you use abusive language, me I put you on timeout. If you're in the chat using abusive language and of course, me I put you on timeout, people. Me I tell you that from right now. Me just put somebody on timeout. Reno FC, me I put you on timeout. So if you're not sting a chat and I disrespect people, me I put you on timeout. Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah. Cranky. The next coach needs to come in. You have to go doing homework and have the team up and running quick and fast. And you will go Miguel Kohli Cranky, coaching over there in the Asian Pacific. Would you go with him? Would you go with a coach like I don't even know, Cranky. I am not thinking about any coach. I'm gonna go with any coach that JFF has because that's who the coach is. I don't know who. Look, I mean, they have to think about. You have to have a coach who can win you some knockout games. That's all it is. You got to figure out a coach can come in quickly
and get you to where you need to get to.
So which coach? So Speed.
I don't know. And you got to think about money too. Money is also a factor.
Yeah, for true. For true, money is a factor. Money is a factor. Cranky, we'll just go for the best. You're going to do live stream for the draw tomorrow?
No. I'm just going to watch and see what happens. I gotta see who we pick first in terms of a coach.
You feel like we are getting New Caledonia and Iraq.
That's what you want. We don't even know how good New Caledonia is. We just want New Caledonia. We don't even know who they are. We don't want Bolivia, that's for sure. We don't want Bolivia.
You don't want Bolivia?
No, we don't want Bolivia.
Back Jamaica.
People say Bolivia, we can beat Bolivia. I not think so. But opposition team give a problem. All right? But opposition team need to give a problem.
I don't start cranky. I just say that me cranky.
Yeah, man.
Just go for the best, yeah, man.
All right, Alex. Go drink some water. Go drink some ice water.
Most definitely. All
right, sir. Thanks for the call. All right, people. I've been on for a couple hours now. I'll close on the stream soon. I want to say a couple of things, actually, which is this. I had no problem with the players' effort yesterday. All the players. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Where is it, Tommy?
How are you?
There.
Not much. Frankie, you know there's good coaches in North America.
I'm sure there are quite a few good coaches in North America, yeah.
There's quite a few coaches who went over to Spain and came back.
Okay. That doesn't mean they learn anything that we want to know, but I think the JFF coaching selection, even though this is an emergent situation, it has to be a combination of short term and long term. We need somebody to come in and teach Jamaica to play football. This whole broke it and fix it. But Jesse Marsh not leave Canada now. That not happen.
Huh?
He's not gonna leave Canada. Why would he?
I was asking what you think about him.
He's done really good with Canada so far, actually. Yes. He's done really good with Canada.
He was one of them who went over to Europe. Right?
Came back. I mean, he didn't do great at Leeds. He was in Germany, he was in Leeds, he came back. He did well with US didn't want him. They went foreign. Yes. They went foreign.
I know. I know they wish they had him.
They probably do, actually. But they're playing better now, so they're probably in a good place.
Yeah.
They're playing better now.
Right. There's a few in Canada.
Yeah.
There's a guy. There's a Jamaican guy. I forgot his name. He's also a coaching instructor.
Okay.
Yeah. He played for Jamaica for a short while. Forgot his name. I think he comes from Bolivia.
Don't know who that is now.
Yeah. I forgot his name, but he's from Bolivia.
Yeah.
Because I know a few people went to his coaching
Somebody
school.
said Lloyd Barker. I don't know him.
Yes, Barker.
Okay.
Yes, Lloyd Barker.
Yeah, people in the chat know everything but everything.
Yeah, man.
Everything but everything.
And he was also he was working along with Fox Sports.
Okay.
As a contributor. I think he got some big job at some university, something like that.
Yeah, look, I think our hire are lazy.
Yeah, as some
lazy hire.
Like
I said that to Rudolph when he hired him. You know, it was a lazy hire. Lazy hire. Lazy hire mean I know something ready made. It looks good on paper, but when you dig into substance, it wasn't that good, and it worked out exactly like
that. Do you know the president of Canada is a female?
No, I didn't know that. They've had their problems though. She's Jamaican.
Yes, is a woman come in and fix a problem?
Okay. Yes. Well, no, we don't want to diaspora people in Jamaica because they may take other people's job.
Yeah.
Man, I feed that food.
Yeah, she came from Mandeville.
Okay.
And she used to run tracks for Canada.
And she's the president of Canadian Soccer Federation?
Yes, man.
Okay.
After they get rid of the last one there.
Yeah.
She won against Jason Devo on one. I forgot her name.
Well, no, there are tons of Jamaican doing well overseas people. Enough people exporting on. Enough people export. They're doing well, but they will never be able. Maybe they should reach out to her for some advice.
Yeah, well, they should call her.
Somebody said it. Somebody said that's not true. She's gone. Is she left?
No, that's not true. She's not left.
Oh, okay, I don't know. I haven't followed Canadian soccer.
No.
He said Crooks is long gone. Is now Kevin Pipe. So maybe she left.
Pipe is the guy from CONCACAF.
Okay, I don't follow Canadian thing.
Yeah. Pipe run CONCACAF. The other CONCACAF is a Canadian, right?
No, I think he's from Latin America.
No, the other CONCACAF.
No, so I'm looking up here. It says no, I think she's gone actually. Peter Grusso is the current president of Canada Football. He replaced Charmaine Crooks, who served as interim president after Nick Buntis stepped down in early 2023. Augusta was previously president and chair of Ontario Soccer. So no, she's not longer there, but she was interim president.
Oh. Well, Jamaica could use her still.
No, I mean, there's always people you can leverage in terms of their intellect and their ability and their knowledge and their experience to assist you try to achieve your endeavor. So yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I think she's also some business person too. You know, she run a few business.
Right. Yeah, I mean, look, Jamaica. I don't know. Jamaica not gonna do that. Jamaica's gonna use the people. Jamaica set it up where only locals can run any of the organization, and you gotta be there for like 10 years to get involved, and then I didn't bring you in as advisor. Because then it probably all cost money, so them not do that. So, and I think they know what needs to be done. And a lot of time, I was asking somebody. So, let me give you an example, people. I'll give you 2 examples, right? Where I know that there are some challenges. And I've said this before. When Agrimson left, hey, 1 second, Carla. You have to come late in my youth. We need program for 2.5 hours now. You come and you come complain. Let me say, I have to go. Like me live on YouTube. Me have to talk patwa. I mean, speaking spoke. I'm gonna talk patwa. Go ahead, Carla. Finish, Carla.
Yeah.
Speaking spoke. I'm gonna talk patwa. Go on.
There's a lot of coaches in Canada. Right now, I can take up my phone and call at least 6 of them.
Okay.
Who's working for Ontario, Canada? Some is coaching youths, and some is identify talents.
Okay.
Yeah. More than a dozen Jamaican doing that here. And I know quite a few apply to Jamaican. They don't even look on their papers.
Right.
Including a goalkeeper coach. That coach a youth here.
Okay.
Yeah. I see Cataract is on, so
yeah, man.
You deal with him, eh?
All right, bless. Thanks. First of all, Cataract. Me embarrass you on TV, not Cataract. First of all, Cataract, when you come on TV, Cataract, where are you? Maybe embarrassed on TV now. You come on people channel late as usual. And see people, Cataract, first of all, when you come to the public forum, I'll teach you something. You know what? I say it out loud. I'll text you. I not say it out loud on TV.
I'm stressed out. Right now.
People in come this morning about 5 o'clock now. But 5 o'clock the man come this morning. Can't deal with it. In a soldier.
Depression, man.
But you still have hope. You have playoffs.
Me too, Congo. Congo with this man to Nigeria.
Hey, Cataract. This is where your recruiting comes in. You go recruit.
Recruit. You know what? The one business.
Cataract. Hey, people, Cataract still a joke. But people, my talk over people. Cataract, we talk later. No come on TV. No come on TV down here.
No, man, I'm good, man.
No, you know what? Put your camera up and take off a camera. Me allow you for that. Take off the camera. Go on. Talk now. You're not TV presentable. Go on, talk now.
It's rough for the ultra, brother. Big up all the ultras, them. Yeah, you see man we've been see for a little while. Big up the whole of the ultra them. Big up the man who drive me come to the stadium and drive and let me. But all right, let's start. Let's start where nice of them. Big up the whole of the man them. Big up every Jamaican you know, proud nation. And I probably want to start there and say to Coach McLaren, I sat back and I've analyzed and I recall something that the coach kept making some statement and said it would always come down to the last day. Actually, hell no. England qualified. England qualified way before. Right? Jamaica, it's like an ambition, bad man. But I had a decent relationship with the coach. When I say decent, meaning could call him.
Yeah, you had access. You had access. Put it that way. You had access.
No. And
you had access. You had access.
Hold on. And then it all cut off more than kiki, right? Good. Coach Argumson, I miss you. But you see, Coach McLaren is the worst coach to ever coach football.
We can't talk first, people.
The worst coach to coach football in the history of football. Not Jamaica, you know. Football. You get brought into a group with countries ranked 20 to 70 places lower than you. The highest ranked team by far, not anybody close to you. And you made it come down and failed to come out that group. That would be the equivalent of England being put in a group with Liechtenstein, Malta, and what the other little one? Andorra. Yeah. Which other they have a little preferred one also in England, but Liechtenstein, Andorra, Malta, I started calculating it. And then the English coach comes on there, Thomas Tuchel comes and says, I just want us to all know it's going to take us down to the last day, the last minute of the last match to qualify. They'd have fired him there and then. But wait. I want to start overall. And I probably want to start with the game before I rant overall, right? The players tried. They had pride. But they're just out of their depth. But I don't believe it's out of their depth. Because
they weren't good enough.
But when I listened, I heard the man say, here come, because I watched 60 minutes of the game so far. And I heard a comment, he said, this man is going past Richard King or whatever, and he's in the 4th division of Spain. You heard that? Frankie?
No, I couldn't listen yesterday. I didn't hear that.
Oh, you couldn't listen yesterday? 4th division of Spain. Going past a Scottish Premier League and an English Premier League centre-back. So we have a centre-back in the top 20 leagues in the world. The two centre-backs in the top 20 leagues in the world. It's not a matter of that. There's bad coaching. The defense kept a clean sheet, but Dexter Lembakisi played like this is the first time his mom took him to Wolverhampton and said, hey Dex, hey coach, this is my son, he can play. He was, and I'll go through. Let me do something. Let's do structure. Tell me my player ratings, right? Andre Blake, 8.5 out of 10. I had given him a 9, kept a clean sheet, but his distribution was always like 30 seconds too late for us to have a significant counter-attack. And I took off a 0.5 point because as the captain, I didn't feel him as the captain. All right? Good. Hold on, man. I will be quick.
Yeah, no, Lansley, we gotta wait. We gotta wait.
Greg Lee, 8.5 out of 10. Greg Lee is a potential man of the match for me. One of the best, if not the best game I've seen him play in a Jamaican shirt. Didn't look like an Oxford United defender plying his trade in the second tier of England. Ethan Pinnock, 6. I understand why he's on the Brentford bench. Might now can play his trade, I think, in the championship.
So pass the same one, come on, why you on Cataract? To one again talk.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, too much background noise, Pastor. Too much background noise.
Noise. That's better.
Yes.
Better, yeah. Go ahead.
So So I'm going through my play ratings, so just allow me. Ethan Pinnock, 6. Kept a clean sheet, but unnecessary long balls, and he is slow. He has gone over the cliff in terms of his long legs are not making up now for his lack of pace. Right? Richard King, undoubtedly the worst player on the field, taking the title from Lembekisa. I'm going to give Richard King 3. 1 for singing the national anthem, and 2 for keeping a clean sheet. But Richard King, I think, shoulders a massive proportion of the blame for this draw. I cannot think of a single pass. And yeah, we did all the way romantic, but the whole stadium did all the wrong. Right? But I can't, when I watch the team, I cannot see a single pass that Richard King completed. And in most of the cases, Cranky, under no pressure whatsoever. And in at least half of the cases, there was a very simple pass right in front of him. And he's trying to make either these extravagant runs or these exquisite chip passes. Richard, you can't make an exquisite chip pass. And a Bermuda is. So Richard King, 3. Dexter Lembekisa, 3. 1 for singing the anthem lustily, and 2 for keeping a clean sheet, and 3 for playing like League 2 right back. Kind of hard when you keep a clean sheet, but the clean sheet was really down to Andre Blake and Greg Lee. Isaac Hayden. 6.5. Probably 7 as part of the defensive unit. 7. Sat in front of the defense, unassuming.
Richard King got 7.2 on SofaScore, right?
Right. I haven't looked at the SofaScore. I haven't looked at the stats because I'm going to ask you some of the stats. One of the stats I want to know is how many times the passing accuracy of Richard King. That's one of the things I want to know.
68%. 68%.
That's shocking.
He was 4 of 19 in long balls. And a previous game to that, he was 4 of 14. He tried to go long, not the last game, Trinidad, but in the previous window. He tried to go long too much. And I'm not sure if that design or what it is, but it's not a good look. He lost position 28 times, but a lot of it is a long ball that he played. Because he missed 15 nose passes. If you take 15 from 28, that means just 13 times he still lost out of. Yeah, he touched the ball 91 times. Holy.
And he should not. Nothing. It's irresponsible for him to touch the ball 91 times in a game where the opposition is sitting in their own half and just trying to play for a draw. Right?
People, I wouldn't suggest you call in now, you gotta wait because Pastor is on and Keterek is on and Pastor hasn't talked yet, and that's another 2 hours. I probably gotta go to sleep and wake up. But go ahead,
Right.
Keterek, go ahead.
Ian Free. 4.5.
People thought Frey played well enough.
No,
A lot of people thought Frey played well.
if you were playing as a defensive midfielder, but he was there to play box to box.
I'm not sure he's playing box to box. I think it was a double pivot. I'm not sure he's playing box to box.
It's a stupid tactic when you have to win a game. Why would you have a double pivot when you have
He
to win a
was
game?
24 of 29, 83% passing. He was 42 touches, or midfield didn't touch the ball enough. He had his stats weren't terrible, Won 6 of 10 ground duel, 2 of 3 aerial duels. He committed 4 fouls. So he's not get the yellow card. 2 of 3 tackles won. He didn't have a bad. The stats are not bad for him. In the eye test, maybe a little bit different, but the stats are not bad for him.
All right, so I'll upgrade him to a 5.5. But he was there to drive box to box, and he didn't go into the opposition box.
No, he wasn't playing no box to box. I mean, how many times they were using a 10? They decided to attack with 4 players and play with 7 defenders in a sense, including the goalkeeper. So that's why Bobby Reed get to play high up with Nicholson, with Cephas, and Gray. Gray got frustrated, and Gray started playing out of position because he wanted to touch the ball. He was trying his best to try to do something with the game, but it was a double pivot. He wasn't playing the 8. Else he would have been like Russell is in the box all the
time. Bobby Reed, 5.
You give Bobby Reed a better score than Gray? Come on. Then Free. No, so. Bobby Reed had 0 4 crosses, right?
I said Gray 5.5.
You mean no, not Gray, not Free. Oh, you changed it. Okay. Bobby Reed passing was 10 of 15. One time he touched the ball. 29 times. Yeah, go ahead.
The attacking midfielder touched the ball 21 times.
29
times in a game that you must win.
Yeah. Didn't do much when he got it either.
No, he didn't. And he missed a guilted chance.
He missed a big chance. Big chance. Early in the game, too. Big chances missed one. Yeah, he missed a huge chance. He put that ball away in a different game, Different game because Curaçao didn't have press and leave themselves vulnerable.
And I'm not forgiving him because this is the second time he's missed a crucial chance for Jamaica.
You remember the one in the World Cup about 3 years ago?
Yes.
Tap in.
Yeah, he tapped out.
Remember that one there? Remember that one there. I like Bobby still. Bobby a soldier. Bobby, yeah.
I think he will be a 4, but he gets a point for singing the anthem with gusto.
They all did actually.
No. You
couldn't see it on TV. You could see it on TV. So they might
I saw it on TV now. I saw it. Must have seen 60 minutes so far.
Okay, and who you see they didn't see the anthem? Who did sing it?
I didn't see Cephas.
Maybe he was thinking about the 3 passes he had to make.
And who else I didn't see singing the anthem? I don't want to call anybody out, but I know I didn't see Cephas. I didn't see Ian Free was like mumbling, and who else was mumbling it? Somebody else was mumbling.
Bobby Reed was singing hard though.
Bobby Reed was singing hard. Ethan Pinnock was singing hard.
Yep.
Boza was singing hard. Richard King, of course, was singing hard. Dexter
was singing hard, yes.
God. Greg Lay was singing okay. So every couple of words. Isaac Hayden was muted, and Gray wasn't singing loud.
I thought Gray played loud,
but Gray
didn't see it.
So Gray, I would give a 7.
So who has you rated? You haven't rated Nicholson and Cephas.
Cephas 6.
CFA 6. Where you get your grade from, Kitarak?
Get me what?
Where you get the grading from? Oh, CFA get 6. What CFA do we get 6? Tell me. When do we get 6?
I don't know.
I would have CFA for last. Go Nicholson first.
5.
So in your 5, okay, let's say his stats. He had 2 shots, 1 hit the woodwork, 1 shot blocked, 1 big chance missed, 17 touches in 90 minutes. That's not a ton. 0 of 2 cross accuracy, 5 of 10 accurate passes, 2 of 9 pass in the opposition box, 1 of 1 in his own half. He was 3 of 5 in aerial duels. His game wasn't terrible. And he got a 6.5 from Silva score, but that's quantitative.
That's quantitative. As I give him 5.
Okay.
Because he was also starved of the ball.
Right. But he made, how many passes? He was in touch with 17 times, and he made 5 of 10 passes. Right? 5 of 10 people. My center forward, look on CFAS stats. CFAS had 0 of 1 cross. He made 2 of 3 passes. Accurate passes. He was 0 of 2. He made 2 passes the entire game. And he passed the ball 5 times and touched it 25 times. He had 0 of 6 successful dribbles, which is what he's known for. He lost the ball 14 times. He was 4 of 16 on ground duels. And he had 3 fouls and 1 of 1 on aerial duels. He had an atrocious game.
He picked the best game to have his work.
He doesn't get a 2 from me. He doesn't get a 2. He doesn't get a 2 from me. Sorry, he doesn't get a 2. In fact, I wouldn't even give him 0 because that would be too high a score. That's brutal, but when I was grading, I didn't give him a grade. I put NA. He wasn't playing. Bobby Reed got a bad grade. Cephas had an awful grade for me. Who else had a bad grade? Pinnock and King didn't get great grades from me and Lambakisa. The 3 defenders, my number 10, my left winger.
But you have to give a grade, man. Because you can't get a no grade if you keep
Cephas get 0. 0.
No, I'm talking Cephas. I'm talking the centre back pair.
No, they get grades. They about 2 4s. 2 4s.
With a clean sheet.
I thought Pinnock have no legs. No,
he didn't have
no legs. Don't have any legs. You can't be my defensive player and have no legs. You get no legs. You have no legs. Can't run. The man turn over. The man pass a ball to him and him fumble the ball and you take away the ball. But you go score. Do you to play with it? Him can't even run. He recovered, but him can't run. Can't run no more. You got old quick.
Yeah.
It was never his forte and make it work. But Pastor has been patient, etc. Pastor has been patient.
Yeah, man. No, at the thing, and then we take it in segments. Pastor, what was your give us your run through of your match ratings.
I am issuing out scores, starting with the YouTubers, like our host Cranky. No, I'm giving out grades for everybody from the top of the stream down to the worst player.
Pastor, you will not be Richard King on this program. you will not do what you want to do. No, you will not be Richard King.
Hold up. Maybe I should start a new stream. We've been on for 243 minutes.
I'm going to have to ask God if I should forgive him for the characterization he has made with me and Richard. How dare you?
Because we are on player ratings and you want to pick a long ball. You want to rate YouTubers. No, it's a short pass. It's a short pass. 11 player ratings. We don't reach the coach yet. No, man, we don't reach the coach yet.
Hold on. We never reach the coach. I type in this chat already, where my contribution starts, And the first name in there is Cranky. He's the most. Because all of the players that cost us the match need to get their score. And the first set of players I am giving score to are the YouTubers because they are the ones that enabled the JFF to produce this failure again.
No, but Pastor, you know, I respect you, man. But we have to run the program good, man. I even said I'm not going to talk. We're not going to talk about the outside. We're moving from the players and then going out. So give us the 11
All
player
right,
rating.
let me deal with this. Let me deal with this customer, and you go on with your player
Good.
rating, and I'll chime in back.
People pastors at work, so him can't really engage with us. So
Yeah, but so the 11. Someone heard wanted to engage and grade YouTuber at the bad time.
I don't think we should evaluate YouTubers. I think we should evaluate YouTubers.
You have to wait for me to.
So Pastor is working at Church and Chicken. All right.
No, sir. I am working at the mobile restaurant,
Church and Chicken.
Island Cuisine. Not turkey, not chicken, not that.
Pastor, he's a pan chicken man for it. For it.
No. You.
People. I have to go somewhere. My nephew have 10 more minutes, so I'm gonna waste 10 minutes.
Pastor, come give me a 11
10 more minutes. 10 minutes, me have 10.
Quick and fast. You're gonna leave the stream to be on past then.
No, I'm not leaving the show for me. I'm sure. I want to keep me sure. Now leave it to one of my show by myself. No, sir. You're mad.
Pastor, come we'll play ratings, man. Oh, you got it. All right. The next will be the coach. 0. -0. -1,000,001. He is the worst coach in the world to ever coach football. And it's somebody I will never have a relationship now. I mean, Jesus. So -11 million. There's nothing to say. Had no tactic. Couldn't affect the game. The changes he made were shocking and stupid. Because at 60 minutes, I would have expected
Cash record.
3 or 2 attacking changes. The defense wasn't under any pressure, so they weren't tired. But you know, if you wanted to freshen up the defense, so the midfield, fine. But when you came to the end, you didn't give Bailey Cadamatri or Whisper enough time to get into the game. So they could have come on at the 60-minute mark because it was clear that Cephas was struggling. And Tyrese Campbell should have also come on because speed was needed.
The coach could not take off Cephas.
But he should have taken off.
He would not be able to leave the stadium. People don't realize, the pressure the coach is under when it comes to Cephas, He would not leave the stadium. He couldn't take off Cephas, people. No, stop it. Couldn't take off Cephas anytime during the game. In a must-win game, no matter how bad Cephas play, can't take him off because the narrative and the local population would destroy the coach. Couldn't take him off. They probably battle him.
The coach, well, they battled anyway.
Couldn't take him off.
The coach should have taken off Cephas, Nicholson, and Bobby Reed. Right?
No, why not that one? Couldn't take off Cephas. The last time they got Cephas 7 minutes against Trinidad, people lose their mind. You can't take him out.
Just hold on, man.
The politician, he's a politician.
Just hold on. The whole stadium was saying Cephas. Come on.
Okay.
And Bobby Reed. They were angry with Cephas, Bobby Reed, and Richard King. Those 3 players. Tyrese Campbell or Ramon Burrell, but Tyrese Campbell could have played the left wing, Calamatri in the middle, and Whisper on the right. And try with that to see if that combination, give them half an hour to break down what wasn't done in 60 minutes. Or even 70 minutes. Give them 20 minutes. Okay. Russell coming in, fine. I agree with that substitution. And I'm trying to recall who is the 5th substitution that he made. I would have taken off Richard King because he was having a stinker. And brought in either Latibadair or Mason Holgate. Or stop Damian Lowe. Because Damian Lowe has been effective in the past, scoring from set pieces. So the coach that. The person that I want to get. Oh, by the way, the JFF. I swear on my mother life, I am going to report you to the Consumer Affairs Commission. Have it on notice. You sold me a premium bleachers, saying that's the section opposite the grandstand, and there was no section. All they gave me was 2 cups of rum, which we already had, loads of it, and a little Angostura in there. There was no premium section, Cranky. They conned the people. Right? I know they did it in this, and I should have known better, but I always, it's 2,000 extra. I'm not going to quibble over that. They did it in the Messi game. The persons who deserve the score and the man of the match is the 12th man, the fan. The Jamaican fan showed up and showed out for the Reggae Boyz. Showed up and showed out. And I don't think you're going to get more than 300-400 people again, 500, maybe a couple thousand people in the stadium for a long time to come. Because they were treated to an atrocious display of football. Right? But the 12th man, big up the jump fence crew, big up the stupid policeman who thought he could walk all the way around the bleachers wall, stepping on the hands of people so they could jump down. When something has gone bad, it just gone bad. Right? There's one person, I have to say, he's an ultra, and I didn't agree with him. Ras, that's the Ras that ran up and cut down the Curaçao flag as it went up. But the JFF people, he nearly lost his life, right? Trying to defend the Curaçao flag. Look, there was a banner up there, an Ultras banner that said, "Our ground." You could not think that it was sensible to place the Curaçao flag covering the banner. You could have just hoisted it and then just fling it behind. Like if the breeze did blow it behind. You can't offend the Ultras, man, and then you can't come
We
try
have
it.
2 minutes, Kev. I gotta go. We got 2 more minutes.
Right. 2 more minutes on the way forward. Well, probably the next time we come out, we talk about who the coach should be.
Okay.
But Mr. Speed will get my last 2 minutes. I said it before, I'll say it here. I'll turn on my camera. Mr. Speed, this reflects you are a cancer to Jamaica's football.
I am not saying that, people. The words said by Cataract is Cataract word and not those of the host.
Cataract, you're a cancer. And until we provide and do chemotherapy and surgery and get you out, this will be the result. You made me cry in 2022, 3 years now with the under-20 team. Since you have orchestrated the firing of Theodore Tappan Whitmore, our legend, because you and him have a personal beef, you orchestrated his demise and his firing. Outside of Jaime Halginson, all the other coaches on the 20, on the 17, CAC games, women, girls, you have hired failing coaches who have failed to qualify. Right? And you should do the responsible and respectable thing in the Westminster system. Tender your resignation. Not as a director, because that was an elected position that you fought and you won. But as anything to do with the technical committee. And as the de facto coach of Jamaica, because you are the technical advisor. So if your coach goes, the staff goes, take care of yourself, brother. You don't know football like Cranky, and you think you know. You don't know it. Dick Advocate's assistant. This result, and I'm cranky, I want to put it in perspective. What do you think would happen if Dick Advocate was here? We'd have had the first loss in the stadium.
Well, no, I think his assistant carried out his orders actually.
What do you think?
No, he didn't need the assistant. The team was well coached. It was very obvious. They were well coached.
Look
how they break the press easily.
Well-oiled machine.
No, they did well for team playing away from home and playing in a hostile environment.
Without their probably biggest name and only born on the island player in Thais Chung.
Yeah.
If Thais Chung was there orchestrating this thing.
Actually, they didn't start the forward from Dortmund, you know. They have a top player who play for Dortmund. They didn't start him. They started
They started who. They don't say, it depends on where you play. It just depends on how you fit into the team.
Yeah.
The president, I think, ought to offer his resignation.
Oh, come on, kid. That ain't gonna happen.
No, I said ought to.
Yeah, but let's not bring up things where he knows and
certainly at minimum, Mr. Speed should remove himself from anything technical, the technical committee, the chair of the technical committee, the technical advisor, stroke coach of the national senior men's team, right? And we have 4 months to get our shit together, which includes the recruitment of absolute elite players, as well as those players who have demonstrated that they have the potential to make a difference in Jamaica, right? And bring them to the fore. I cannot see you leaving Tyrese Hall and Brandon Cover, who play week in, week out, for players who have a little bench trust, right? And I said this before, I say it again. I think you remember Cranky, and I said, our qualification really hinged on Mason Greenwood. And we've been vindicated. The failure to recruit Mason Greenwood. We are the worst recruiting country right now in the region. Everybody else is recruiting their talent. And not only recruiting their talent, Cranky, they are recruiting the talent, and then the talent is being able to play in CONCACAF. Because remember, we were saying, boy, man come to CONCACAF and can't perform, but everybody else's talent does.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting, isn't it? That's kind of interesting, people, which is, are we recruiting the right players? And if we are recruiting the right players, why are they not performing?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, kids, I'm going to leave you. Thanks,
yeah, man, thank you for the stream.
Yeah,
thanks for sending me the link. Yeah.
Even I'm not taking any more calls, people. All right, thanks. Catch you right later. Sorry, people. Gotta go. I'm past my time. I know. I apologize profusely. Thanks, Ketara. All right, people. I must say good evening. Thanks for being here. I've been here for about 3 hours now. It's a long time. Thanks for being here. Do appreciate being here. Before you go, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the website. Even though I haven't written out articles in a while. And I'll see you when I see you. It's been a very tough situation for us as a country, as a people. We needed some upliftment, given what transpired on the island. I speak his spoke, you know. Kind of love these people who speak his spoke. I'm in life for pushing a button. It was a very difficult situation for us in terms of what transpired on the island. We thought we'd get some upliftment from the national team. I guess misery love company. And that's what happened in this case, because it was very miserable yesterday. But we'll bounce back, because we are resilient people. We'll bounce back and do our best, whatever that entails. We still have a game or two to play. So let's be behind the team, people. Disappointment should only motivate you, you know. Disappointment shouldn't destroy you or kill you, you know. When you get to your lowest point, that's when you realize those who are committed, those who want to ensure that they bounce back. And in this case, we can bounce back. So let's not give up hope, even though we're on the precipice and we look like we'll fall off. There must be some branch we can hold on to before we drop. And let's see what happens. I believe that the JFF will now have to regroup. I do think the technical committee should resign, but they won't, because they're not patriotic. They won't resign. the coach did say that given leaders have to make certain decisions, and leaders have to realize when leaders have to lead. So his resignation is leading. I think the technical committee should follow that script and do the same thing, do the honorable thing. Don't just hold on for position because you know what, you can do so, but they won't resign because they're not patriotic. They're just not. But the JFF has a difficult situation on their hands because you can't improve the football without money. You can't improve the football without intellect. You can't improve the football without having support that you need from all quarters. And you're not going to get it when you're not successful. We do have situations coming up in March. I think we need to spend all the effort by the JFF in the next month or so recruiting to come January, work with PICA, work with the government, work with the players, them, realize what your needs are, what deficiencies are. You know what deficiencies are. In the center of the park, both in the defense and the middle of the park, and also your right back situation. We're good at left back. We have 3 quality left back. We have a decent goalkeeper, but he also needs competition. Uncomfortable. His playing with his feet is ridiculous. His distribution is poor. We need right back. We need 2 center half, and we need 3 midfielders, and probably another forward up front. All right. So people, thanks for being here. Hit the like button before you leave. Support the channel and support the other YouTubers them too. And have a wonderful afternoon. All right. Peace out. Frankie Life is the best to be now. For the best sports talk and it's free, yo. Frankie Life will be your guiding light by keeping you informed both day and night. Frankie Life, tell them. Frankie Life, heed them. Frankie Life, want them. Frankie Life. From the courts to the field, we'll never lose because Cranky has the hottest news. With expert analysis, we break it down. Our in-depth coverage is best in town. Cranky Life, tell them. Cranky Life, heed them. Cranky Life, want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life where the sports is spicy and where we keep the discussion lively. Cranky Life, get to know the name because cranky analysis is never lame. Cranky Life, give me my cranky life. I want my cranky life. Must have my cranky life. Whether it's football or track and field, you know cranky is at the wheel. So join the journey through victory and defeat and subscribe and don't miss a beat of cranky life. Tell them, cranky life. Heed them, cranky life. Want them, cranky life. If you're from England or USA, from Kingston or Bombay, from Kenya or Canada, Lagos or Havana, visit Cranky Live. Tune into Cranky Live. Like up Cranky Live. Subscribe to Cranky Live. Cranky Live coming to you on weekdays. Cranky Live sometimes on Sundays. Pull up a chair and take a seat because Cranky will always bring the heat. Cranky Live. Me say fi tell them Cranky Life. Me say fi heed them Cranky Life. On them Cranky Life. Cranky Life will be around. Cranky Life is the best in town. Me say fi heed them. Me say fi want them. Me say fi heed them. Want them, heed them, want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life. Heed them. Want them. Heed them. Want them. Cranky life. Cranky life. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed them, want them. Cranky life. Cranky life. Cranky. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them. Heed, want, heed them.